entertainment.
Dick that hang, West Palm, nigga, Mar-a-Lago is the gang. Locked up, tons of black fathers, that's a fact. I let Joe Biden say it though. You ain't black. Give it up, pack it in, sick of the cackling. Taking these around balls way before Kaepernick. Locked up ever marijuana, you imprisoned them. You were smoking weed at the time, what a hypocrite. Montel Williams and Willie Brown. Guess you have a thing for Willies, bet your dad's really proud. A crisis at your border, ignoring the reporters. Under you and Biden, $1 was worth a quarter. The new world order really wants you in, but it's Trump 2024, we're about to win. Bigly, hugely, trust me, I would know it. I still can't believe you believe Jussie Smollett. I'm meeting with rabbis, pastors, preachers, cops, firefighters, God-fearing believers. You're meeting with RuPaul, transgender teachers, creatures, cutting off their primary features. I'm working for God, you work for the Grim Reaper. On Soros's payroll, they should call you Caesar, cause every time you speak, it's a big word salad. I heard in college guys called you hot to a Harris. They try to do me like JFK in the drop top. The party of defunded police loves the top cop. You give it slop top, come on, little Lewinsky. When you talk in public, you always sound tipsy. You make Pelosi sound like Einstein. Not a worthy opponent, but I guess I'll find time. Your bottom shelf Chardonnay, me, I'm fine wine. Look at California, you and Gavin cannot fight crime. Bailed out rioters during BLM, then a few that murdered people wasn't shown on CNN. But I'm not surprised, that's just the fake news. And we all know that they pay you, I stay true.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the PDXDOPE Live podcast. And yes, it's me, your host, Mr. Ray Nelson Jr., aka Double R the Rockstar, Ray Gism, aka Petty Murphy, and all that good shit. So we can go ahead and get the panel started for today, or introduce. Let me start it. We're gonna get the show started, but I'm gonna introduce the panel. So we got Petty LaBelle in the building. Welcome.
Hey, what's cracking?
Okay, we got my man Jermaine Mason in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Oh, it's all love, man. It's all good. What's good with it?
Man, you got it. All right, and we got Mr. Marcus Holford in the building. What's up with you, brother? Where's your background?
Resend that to me. What's up, people? And it's football season!
It's football season. You say what?
Hey, cut that out. Don't start that. Don't you start that.
What happened?
Just talking about fuck football.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's sacrilegious.
Oh wow, now it's sacrilegious. Oh, okay.
It is. It's God, family, and football.
Tell again. You should know that by now.
No, I'm not.
Your cousin older than me, goddammit.
You don't look like it.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Ivory and Elijah running behind.
They what?
Elijah waiting on football practice to be over, and Elijah and what's that nigga name? Scooty will be here too. He's like running late.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. We'll catch you when they get here. Y'all see Trump's diss video?
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, whoever wrote that, they was creative with it.
Oh, it was the AI.
Huh?
All you need is the get AI to write the lyrics.
That's
a Trump prompt with an AI with his voice. Boom, you got it.
Yeah,
we could make one with Kamala.
Yeah, that was AI ain't that crafty when it comes to writing these songs, bro. I'm telling you, I'll fuck around with AI
but
stuff.
all you have to do. But if you
What do you
got
mean?
like if you take hit 'em up lyrics like what they did, and if you get the prompt right, you could. So all they had to do is say really write hit 'em up with Trump as Machiavelli, blah blah blah, and that's how you do that.
That's
It's
what they did
simple.
with this.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did with that.
Mhm.
And then
Hey,
you
right.
use that other
Yeah.
program to do his voice.
What's up?
You got somebody that's a Kamala supporter that's in the chat.
Bro, I don't know anyone who supports Kamala Harris, to be honest with you. If I'm being
We
honest.
need
Hey, what up,
somebody
Pam? What up, Ev
We
in the
need
house?
somebody that's watching this show. If they're a Kamala Harris supporter,
Let's send you the link, and then you can pop
Absolutely.
up and pop in. And I would just, I would be my main question to anybody who actually supports it would be, what is it about her? What is it about her policies that make her somebody you want to vote for? But the problem with that is, Jermaine, is that in more cases than not, because there is no real sound policies that anybody could stand on, it's going to be anybody but Trump. And that's kind of what you're getting when you're dealing with people who actually support her.
well, I haven't heard any substantial argument on it yet. So I'm just curious to see.
There's nothing to argue.
If someone
I mean, you
that
could
can come up here and just say, these are the reasons why I'm voting for Kamala, other than she's a woman, she's a black woman.
She's not black. Cut that out.
Well, I mean, whatever.
That's what she said.
That's what she's running on right now. So I'm just saying that she's a woman, and that she's a black woman, and that I don't like Trump. Don't use Trump in the reason why you're voting for her, and don't use your woman, and don't use that she's a black woman. I want to hear. So if you take those out of it, I want to hear someone else explain to me why they feel like Kamala is better
for the country
policies, because then you have to get down to policies, because now I've taken away the identity stuff, and I've taken away all of that. So
right,
once we take away that, what does it look like?
Well, the thing is, though, bro, is that it's hard to argue or have those kind of conversations when you hasn't.
Somebody gonna get in their feelings and be emotional.
No, yeah, people are very emotional about this topic, but as
Well,
far as her,
go ahead.
I'm saying she doesn't have anything. So it's like when you know that Trump's been president before, so he has a record of success in the White House. And so he has, policies to stand on, whether it be border, security, his influence in world affairs and those type of things, and just
foreign trades, tariffs, like he's done.
Right. I mean, and basically even when it comes to tax cuts and those type of things, investing in American energy, investing in American energy, those type of things. So what is she going to stand, or what does she have? All you have to argue with is Biden, that she's the vice president and she supports his policies, because she said nothing. And you have to look at her, she threw niggas in jail for smoking weed, and then she smoked weed and laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? Hold niggas in jail for, on death row. You all right over there, Mark?
Oh yeah. So
you was having a seizure for a minute. I was just curious.
Oh no. So what you guys are talking about is having a actual intellectual conversation where everybody kind of agrees to disagree. But what we're dealing with, hold on. What we're dealing with is people, when they had a mind made up, no matter what you say to them, no matter what facts you bring to them, no matter what logic you bring to them, they're going to hunker down and go back to what? Well, we got to vote for her because she's a black woman. Or we got to get Trump out. We can't have no Trump.
He's a racist.
See, he's a racist. And this is what we're dealing with when we're talking about American politics. And it crosses all lines, black, white, because this whole Kamala thing, I think, is dividing the black community. Because I personally don't like the fact that she's running on the fact that she's a black woman, and them people don't like black people.
I was trying
They
to
do
tell
not
you,
like us at
motherfuckers.
all. And they've been building wealth on our backs since, well, I'm gonna say since the 60s from what I know.
Mhm.
But all these immigrants get to come over here, Arabs, Indians, Mexicans, and they get to build wealth on the backs of black people. That's what I don't like. And I don't like her using us as a pawn to be elected and to ride in the sunset as the first black woman president. That's some bullshit.
Well,
That's all. That's
right.
my point.
Don, you got any thoughts on this? Scooty in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
And you got
What
it.
up, Frat?
Hey, what's going on, Fred?
So we're in the middle of this
Yeah.
conversation, and we were talking about Kamala Harris. I think that was brought up, and we were looking for, do you know anybody who actually supports Kamala Harris? And if you do, the question would be, never mind her being a black woman and all that, what is the reason why you're voting for the person? Do you know anybody who's supporting her personally?
Not. I haven't even asked anybody, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
And nobody has came out and said anything to me.
Right.
But what I do hear a lot of people saying is because she looks like me, I'm gonna vote. I mean, they didn't actually say that, but
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
What we trying to do is, Scooty, man, we trying to get somebody on here that is voting for Kamala, and just kind of get to know their opinions on like why, other than she's a woman, she's a black woman, and that I don't like Trump.
That just annoys me so bad.
So I want to hear someone explain to me why they're voting for Kamala and not use those talking points in their argument.
Yeah, I've yet to have a conversation with anybody, the people that I know that's actually.
I had one with my mom today, and
Oh, yeah?
she pulled the same shit.
Oh well, my
You know,
dad, he got at me.
Oh, I
we
already
kind of
know,
talked
man.
about
Like,
yeah.
they the same thing. He pulled the same. As soon as I said you can't use it, they said, "Well, Trump said." I said, "Mom, do you?" And she started going off the handles, right? And then I was like, "Mom, do you remember what I asked you?" And then she just got, and I was like, "Hold on a minute." And she was just like, "Well, you already know we can't be having these conversations or whatever, right?" And I'm like, "Do you remember what I asked you?
All day,
Do you
bro.
remember what I asked you?" And then she said, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "So can you answer the question without bringing up Trump? Can you answer the question without that?" And she couldn't do it.
Most of them that even engage in the conversation with you, they cannot.
What about
It's
our
all
listeners?
emotion.
Our listeners.
That's what
are
I'm saying. Anybody.
I don't think that, but I think that so what this is saying to me is that more people are actually scrutinizing her record and really looking to what is it going to be. They're considering her. So, but it's like, you know, black people are like, well, hold up, man, you're not just finna go on have Meg Thee Stallion on the stage shaking her ass and then expecting me to, oh yeah, go Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really popping? You know what I'm saying?
No, there's some black women out there going for her.
Oh, I know.
We just have not found them yet.
Oh,
I know. I
hiding
see them on my
somewhere.
news feed, on my feed all the time.
Well, hey,
well, I'm gonna tell you, it's not. I'm gonna tell you like this.
My thing is the reason why I'm not tagging them bitches, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna have to slap one of them bitches. Because it's not that serious. And if they get to talking and get spicy at the mouth, because you want to be emotional, bitch, and talk about black people ain't shit, we can't never stick together because we ain't choosing with this bitch. You're gonna get beat up if you get to talking to me any kind of way.
So what I would suggest that the way that you need to do it is tag people that listen to what I'm saying. Tag people that don't live in your state.
They don't live here.
In your city.
But
Okay,
that
well,
don't
you
mean,
good then.
that don't mean that they not gonna come visit and can't get this work.
Man, listen, Don, this shit ain't real. This shit is shit is entertainment.
I know.
A nigga be a goddamn fool to try to track a nigga down and
I can tag.
Hey, Jermaine, these weirdos, you'd be surprised.
Listen, man, they gonna run into some shit.
This one chick I know, she go on almost every day. She live in
I'm
Georgia.
gonna give
now.
you everything you asking for.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah,
she
it's you. You know,
She going
but
every
don't
day.
don't make no mistake. These people, if you say something that taps somebody the wrong, boy, they'll dock your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they'll
don't give a fuck
attack you.
about that.
They'll-
I don't live my life based upon what another motherfucker think and how a motherfucker feel. I don't care about none of that shit.
The
No.
fact of the matter is that you got to be careful now in the workforce and when you in certain places and shit.
Yeah, people
Walking on eggshells. I don't change how. I mean, I am who I am. I'm with you on that, but you know how it is.
But I just don't. You just don't have people like I don't bring people on my social media at all, like from work.
Right. Me on the other hand, I got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that I work with watch this shit.
You've been with them people for a minute.
Yeah, man, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga.
I don't have no restraints, so I can just say whatever the fuck I want to say.
I used to, but like you said, Mark, I've been doing. They already know. Whatever. My bosses already went through all my social media pages. It was like,
for real.
I've seen your page. Yeah, she said, I've seen your page. I've seen your video. I've seen all of it. She was like, it's just hard for me to put it together. You know what I'm saying? You're old, you know, but then I watch this stuff and I'm like taken aback. She thought it was cool and all that, but you know, it was still awkward because when she told me when I was in one of my meetings with her and I was just sitting there, when she told me, I was just like, well, I'm just telling you, you know, it's gonna be it might be a little bit harsh or rough for people if you fuck with me on my page. So are you guys familiar with the name Michaela Montgomery, young black lady who went to Clark, Atlanta? She's a Republican. She young lady, and she spoke at the rally or whatever at one of Trump's rally in Atlanta. It was right after Megan Thee Stallion and Kamala and all of them they were in the same stadium. But I want you guys to see something real quick. So let me just prepare. But anyway, like my morning huddle was a fucking disaster.
The morning huddle.
You know. All right, here we go.
Michaela.
All right, here we go.
I'm so happy you all came out to see me. So, my name is Michaela Montgomery. A lot of you guys know me as the girl from Chick-fil-A, but I am so much more than that. Not only do I serve as the CEO of Conserve the Culture, I am also the state director for Blexit down here in Georgia. I'm a Fulton County coordinator for America First Works, and I'm also launching a podcast on the Patriots Prayer Network. So put some respect on my name.
She just ghetto as can be.
Absolutely.
Hey, but listen to her talk though, nigga. She's sharp. Little chick is sharp.
Now, why don't we jump right into it? See, as a young single mother, I can tell y'all that rent is too damn high. I can tell you that as a young black voter, groceries are too damn high. And as an American citizen, period, seniors like my parents should never have to choose between medicine or food. It should never be the quality of life versus the quantity of life. And I don't want to hear, oh, but we capped the price of insulin and lowered the price of all these medicines. Yeah, but you raised the price of everything else. So it's about time to start telling the truth to Americans and let them know exactly what they're signing up for if they want to vote for Kamala Harris. We need to vote based on facts and not feelings. See, under Harris and Biden, the average Georgia household is losing $1,060 per month, and inflation is at 21.4%. And due to the war on energy, average gas prices have reached record highs for the state. We also did a poll, and 80% of us Black Americans are not happy with the current state of the economy. So I'm going to need 80% of y'all to vote accordingly in November. They love me. They love me. They really love me. The left wants you to get in your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done. They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. the left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families? I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a black woman, is also with her. A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only black when it's time to get elected.
There you go. That's my point right there. That is my point.
The same black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for black people, she identifies as an Asian woman.
Yep.
She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new black businesses, and would give black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities. And why are we acting like strong borders aren't a thing literally everywhere else in the world? Since when has being patriotic been a crime? See, a few weeks ago at the debate, Trump mentioned black jobs. And a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our black vote. We go to the stores and spend our black dollar. We live in our black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a black job. Oh, but wait, because if you're wondering what a black job is, please, I encourage you all to drive through Atlanta at all these beautiful black-owned businesses and check and see who works there. Probably a black person working for a black entrepreneur, recycling the black dollar, creating black generational wealth. If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. And y'all know Kamala Harris has yet to say Laken Riley's name. As borders are, she opened the border to millions of illegal immigrants that have flooded American streets with deadly drugs and gangs that have spiked overdoses by over 124% and brought more crime into minority communities. So how's that for black folks? But let's take race out of it. Just as a woman, period. How can you be a champion for women's rights when you're taking away opportunities from biological women and giving them to transgendered ones?
Hello, church. Say that shit again, goddammit. The fuck you mean? Goddamn alphabets out here.
I'll wait, y'all, because I wasn't done. See, how can you promote equity for women and you're allowing men to play in women's sports? And what kind of feminist would still allow men to enter their sacred spaces, i.e. our bathrooms and school locker rooms? Do I even need to mention the opening ceremony at the Olympics? Or the fact that Angela Carini was forced to fight a man and told us that she's never been punched so hard in her life. We cannot allow dangerous liberals who think things like this are okay into the White House, because my daughter will not be fighting a man at her wrestling match. And what I think both men and women can agree on is that national security is important. So who would y'all rather see lead us into war if it were so to happen? My silk-pressed sister Kamala or the big dog Donald Trump? And lastly, I could not get up here without mentioning my farmers, the backbone of this country. And aside from the Biden-Harris administration hurting you guys in ways we can't even comprehend by the rising cost of everything, Black farmers suffered even more due to the delays associated with the Inflation Reduction Act signed in 2022. Now, don't let the Biden-Harris administration fool you, because they waited until the 9th hour to sign off on disbursements as a last-minute attempt to garnish support. But why would they hurt the agricultural industry? Probably because they're looking forward to making more money in the pharmaceutical one.
Ooh.
And speaking of pharmaceuticals, because I promise I'm gonna wrap this up, when they bring up abortion and they talk about protecting your medical freedoms, don't be afraid to mention COVID. The Biden-Harris administration forced Americans to take an experimental vaccine and took away their jobs, their livelihoods, and their freedoms if they refused.
Yeah.
Trump gave us a choice and Biden gave us a mandate. Hey, y'all, because I'm about to kill him with this one. So the next time the left wants to tell you that, hey, abortion is a right and you need to protect your medical freedoms, remember that they took those freedoms away from men and women the second they got in office, and there's nothing stopping them from doing it again. Clock it. So lastly, again, I'm going to encourage you all to vote based on the facts and not feelings. Oh, he made me feel so bad when he said that. Okay, but they hurt your families when they sent all your tax dollars overseas. Oh, it hurts my feelings when he acts like that. Okay, but it hurts all of us when you see an administration failing their country that they were elected to represent. In which case, I'm going to leave y'all with, hey, mama, daddy, I made it. And my baby girl, Amaya, is somewhere in here, so we can all say, hey, Amaya, in unison, because she's the real superstar, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all get riled up and ready for Big T himself.
What are y'all thoughts? Anyone can go. I've seen that before. It was last week. It was pretty dope when I saw it. But Jermaine, I'm going to ask you. I don't know if you've seen that or not. Did you even see Antoine Davis on CNN? Or Daniels? I said Davis.
I didn't see that. But about this, what I will say is that first off, I'm gonna start off by saying that she ghetto as hell.
Okay.
Hell, nigga, god damn, like they picked the most. But I will say this: she's intelligent, she's smart. She can articulate her words. But damn, it's like they picked a sexy red
Sambo.
But you know what I mean? Like,
no, ain't nothing Sambo about what she was doing. She was speaking facts.
I'm not talking about what she's saying. I'm talking about the look that she, like the action, like how she was, like, how can I put it? Like,
she act like a black bitch. I mean, I what you talking about?
Her charisma, everything was what the typical, what they say, ghetto black girl.
Is that charisma? Is that what you call it?
Charisma, attitude, something. I mean,
you can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl, is what I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Claire, what are your thoughts? None of that really bothers me, but I'm interested in what you guys say. What about you, Claire?
Well, I mean, I saw clips of her in this thing earlier. So a couple things. First of all, so the pharmaceutical companies and the farms, like I'm going to push government aside and I'm going to talk about our health and the realness about the connection between, do you go to the farms and get your food there and allow that to be your pharmacy, or do you fool with the drugs from the pharmaceutical companies? Excuse me, I'm a tongue twister on that. That's a concept that I've been paying attention to a lot lately. I'm from Iowa. I'm big on supporting the farms. I come from a family of farmers, and I fool with the farmers market. So I don't think she got as well into that connection and that point as anybody could have. But I'm going to push back on two things. So she made a comment about the creation of black businesses. I'm going to halt there. Government does not create Black businesses. Black people create Black businesses. And if you have the mind, and if you have the will, the willingness to push through, and if you have the ingenuity, you're going to create a Black business. Period, point blank. I'm not giving that credit to Democrats or Republicans or the in-betweens. I heard the independents called that the other day, the in-betweens. I think that is up to people, that is up to us to create our own businesses and our own principles and our own smarts and our own wits will get us there with or without government. So I'm not going there with the government on any platform in terms of more Black businesses. Black people create Black businesses.
No, go ahead. Finish your point because I want to
finish this one thing though.
Yeah. No,
I struggle with the concept of you being a supporter of, what did she say? How can you be a champion of women? You're not going to be a champion of me when you're talking about grabbing women by the pee. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying I'm voting for Kamala. I never said that. But I've also said I'm not voting for Trump. You're not going to tell me that you're a champion for me when this is the language that's coming out of your mouth as a leader. Now, I've run with men for many years, and I've heard men make a lot of comments, and I've been very forgiving and all that, but they're also not men that are leading me on any kind of governmental stage or anything like that. For me, that language is not a champion of women. So that's me. That's
fair. That's fair.
Where I am.
I would just say to the Black businesses, it was about what she was talking about is the opportunities to get loans and money so that they can, these people, these creative entrepreneurs can have access. Because a lot of times when you are an entrepreneur and you're trying to start a business, you don't have access to funds. And so through his policy or platinum plan and those kind of things, those things were made available for those who had those ambitions to be entrepreneurs, is what she was talking about. I don't think that, and I agree, the government doesn't do that. It's exactly what you said. So I just want to say that to that.
That's like Michael. He has the hardest time trying to get a loan, and he has a legitimate business that he's, all the money he make is what he make off his back. It ain't, he ain't getting they ain't giving him no loans. You know what I'm saying? They just are like, he'll get a little shit here or there, but they don't want to give that man what he's you know what I'm saying? They're not giving that to him. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else that ain't even got the smarts or the abilities or the skills that he has to do what he's doing can turn around and be of a different descent and get that loan.
And then what I will say about that as well is that, so a lot of minorities enter the nonprofit game. The nonprofit game is ran by the state and the federal government. So those funds and those dollars are being pushed out into communities. So whether it's healthcare, whether it's giving out food vouchers, whether it's
youth development,
Boys and Girls Club, all of these things are being done by the government and by funding. So a lot of minorities receive funding through these programs that the government provides for them. Now, whether or not people take advantage of these programs or not, I mean, that's here nor there. But most of all nonprofits are started off that way.
Fair. As a business entrepreneur, though, Jermaine, there are so many other types of businesses
that can
be created, right? And we shouldn't be limited in our knowledge, and we shouldn't be limited in our belief that these are the only routes that we can take, because there's so many other routes that can be taken.
They're already doing that.
I think the one thing that we do is we do what most people do. We do what's comfortable for us, So we do what we're used to, or what we used to seeing. So if you see an Asian person that moves into your neighborhood, he has a corner store and they making all the money, and it's like, okay, well, you guys just allow this Asian person to come into your neighborhood and to sell food and snacks and all this other kind of stuff to your community, and to feed his family, and to send and to take that money and to send his money over to his country to feed it, So and it goes that way instead of, okay, well, we need to open up our own corner store and put them in
Absolutely, and buy the corner store that's for sale.
Right. Or we need to, or we got Mid K. Mid K is making all this money. You know what I mean? They're in our
Then
neighborhood.
you get the
niggas
that do get the store, and they do get a neighborhood store, and instead of them doing what they need to do to keep that store going and make it a thing for the community.
Niggas was cutting corners.
They want to sell dope out the store. They want to have it as a front.
But that ain't. But what I'm saying is that's not always the case in a lot of places. Most of the cases is that niggas don't support each other.
That's
that too.
One. Yeah,
that too.
If they got the same product that they got, then how come the fuck you can't go over there and go get your product from them?
Right.
So,
because we're
ignorant.
The thing about it is that
it's not always somebody selling dope or somebody doing wrong at the establishment. But there's some people out there that do good business.
I even went to a store that was one of the ones that was around here that was like that. And I would still even go to that store just because it was black on, whether they was doing whatever they was doing. That didn't matter. I would go in there and I would spend my money with them. But of course, niggas fuck shit off and they lose their shit. So I can't go in that store no more because it ain't there. But the point is that they'll, it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? You got it. I mean, it's a coin toss. You never know what you're gonna get.
Well, it's three things you guys all pulled in here, and it has to do with Kamala, masking herself as a black woman.
Yeah.
Being from her who she's from, Indian Hindus or Hindus, whatever they are.
Got stores too.
And it was, that's what I'm saying. Those people got stores in our communities, and you ain't never seen them stand up and down Black Lives Matter riot talking about we support y'all because y'all support our businesses that are in your communities.
Mark, they don't give a fuck because they're not supposed to. They're fucking there to do business.
But
that's what people don't understand. They're there to do business. They don't give a fuck.
Hold on, Jermaine, you go. Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish, and then you go ahead and follow up.
And see, the other thing we talk about, the immigration problem. Well, those same Hindus, Chinese, Koreans, this shit been going on way before now, but they get set up. They get corporate welfare. They get a little nice grant to go buy that corner store and prop themselves up. And then they get welfare for the family to just sit there and then, live life. So they get it both sides. So when we talk about how we sell dope at the store and all of that, or we be doing this and doing that, yeah, but we also didn't start off with that nice little resource of grant money to plant that seed of a store or corner store, a laundromat, a liquor store. But those people are getting those resources to do it in our communities. Go ahead, Jermaine.
So what I would say about that is about the resources and what other communities do. I'll start off by saying the first thing. If you go into Chinatown, right, in most cities, you are not going to be black and open up a store in their fucking community. They're not going to allow it.
Not even in America.
They're going to keep that.
Let alone in China.
They're going to keep that money. They're going to keep their money circulating together in their own community. They're not going to allow any kind of other outside entities to enter their community and take resources out of their community and spend it to somebody else. Now, what was the second point that you had said that you had just finished up with?
Oh, how the government actually funds them with grants to actually buy the corner store.
So what I will say about that is that the government does that for every fucking body.
Yeah.
The government does that for black people too. Now, whether or not they do the right thing with the money that they get, we all know niggas out. We all can probably count on our feet at least 4 or 5 niggas that ain't got grant money from nonprofits. We all can name at least 5. All of us can. Yeah. So we can't act like, oh, they just come from over here and then they just get the grant money and no, they just come over here and do the fucking right thing with that shit. That's all the difference is. Niggas over here is pampered and spoiled. Point blank. It'll be 10 motherfuckers and it'll be 10 motherfuckers. They'll come over here and live in a fucking 2 bedroom fucking apartment and be cool with that.
So who's
And we'll be
responsible?
over here
Absolutely.
complaining about shit and whining about shit. We get the same fucking opportunities they get. We just squander them opportunities, and then what? Who we gonna blame? We can't blame. Oh, they come over here, and I just talked to a lady that owned the Eastern Cafe. They family came over here with a motherfucking $100, and they've been owning all kind of restaurants and some more shit. She told me her whole motherfucking story. So I do hear stories about motherfuckers that come over here and they get grants and shit like that. But it's motherfuckers over here that get out of prison and shit like that done killed motherfuckers and did all kind of shit that get grants and shit like that too. And they fuck the money off. And they go pimping or go do some other shit. So
right,
we
so
all
hear their black business.
So yeah, no, I mean, but to what you were saying, Claire,
That's
I don't
a good
think
point.
that's what she was talking about. That's just about, like I said, access to funds.
Fair,
for
but I'm
people that
just
are-
saying that black people are responsible for building black businesses, and a lot of people aren't listening that deep into it. They're just hearing X amount of millions or billions of dollars in black businesses, but black people are responsible for creating black businesses. Right?
Clear, he lowered the bar though. He lowered the bar on accessing funds to be able to get.
Because that's been an issue. But that's been an issue.
No funds, and we still build businesses.
Right, but there's still people that don't even get to that level because they don't have the access. So what's wrong with him?
So somebody that does that, somebody that says, you know what, I see that you guys are not able to access funds, and I see how shit is going. So no matter how other people feel about it, I'm gonna lower the bar to make sure that you guys are able to access funds.
Because one of the arguments is that we don't get access to those funds, right?
Nobody else did it. They did it. You know, so I mean, you know, whether or not you like the fact that they gave funds and they're saying, hey, you know, we gave funds.
Well, here's the thing about the funds. The funds are taxpayer dollars anyway.
Yeah,
so the government doesn't have money. Taxpayers.
It's the people's money.
So I don't mind that they're giving. I don't mind who gives who money, because at the end of the day, it's hold on. Let me take that back.
Okay,
I do because I absolutely care about where my tax dollars go. I'm paying attention, and I'm super mad about the metro thing passing and paying for the zoo, because I don't even go to the zoo. And now I'm stuck paying for the zoo and the animals getting the right care that they get, but you should let all the animals go free and send them back home. But that's
you got the arts tax. You got
I just feel like, but listen, I just feel like, you know, just on that particular point is that that's been something that's been difficult for Black people for a lot of years, you know, and that's kind of what, you know, access to fucking resources, right? And so we can talk about past administrations and those type of things who would champion that type of thing. And I'm sure that we could pull up some presidents that have done some things or whatever. But it's like, you know, I think it's important that they do have the access, because it's just for the point of what Jermaine is saying, for those, because we're not a monolith, we do different shit. And there are Black people that do shit the right way and still come up short. You know what I'm saying? And so you get an opportunity, you know, I'm just stuck on that, because it's like, I feel like that's anybody who's trying to do a business, you know, if they need the funds, they should be able to get them. You know, Mark, if they got a solid business plan and all of that.
And Mark, the one thing I will say is that foreigners have a different drive than we got. You know, they drive is different. Their poverty is different. Where their situation where they come from is a whole lot different. So their mentality is different. You know, they treating over here, this is the promised land to them, and they treat it just like that. You know, Black people over here, you know, we've been used and abused over here. They looking at this shit like, nigga, you niggas got this shit fucked up. Nigga, we finna run up a bag over in this motherfucker. You motherfuckers is lazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why the motherfuckers get over here.
Lazy and
they take your goddamn job, nigga. You'll never get it back, nigga. Never.
You know,
hang on. Can I share something with you, Jermaine? Remember around the time when I first left?
Yep.
Maybe a year into it, I was on a Snicker commercial. and I met this dude. He was a Jewish Russian.
Mhm.
And the whole time we was on this set, man, this dude was like ear hustling. And I thought he was being gay on some gay shit at first. But after we
Taste the
wrapped,
rainbow.
he came up to me. He was like, "Hey man, you know, you're American, right?" And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, "Man, I didn't really mean to make you feel uncomfortable." He was like, "But you know," he told me his name. I forgot his name, but he was a Jewish Russian. And this motherfucker told me,
They were exiled from Russia years ago.
hold on, Claire Reese. This motherfucker told me that back when the communist rule failed in Russia,
Right.
our government, Bush Sr., went into their country and pretty much bought all of those people. When I say bought, as he told me, each person in their family got $25,000 apiece to relocate to a Western country.
Mm.
And he said it was probably, 15, 20 of them all together. And they all chose Australia.
So you get my money that I didn't have.
Hold on, Claire. Before you say anything, hold on. I'm almost done, but hold on. So when he told me that story, I looked at him and I said, man, let me tell you something. You see somebody that look like me, don't ever tell them that story again. Please don't. Don't ever tell nobody like me that story. I say, because right now, somebody in my family right now could use $25,000 and it'll make a difference in their life.
100%.
Mm.
And yet our country is over there. Like right now, when all of that shit finished in the Ukraine,
they sending all our money.
No. It's gonna be a Ukraine and Russian influx of
people coming in, yeah.
And they're gonna get paid to come here.
They already here.
I'm done. Well, I know, but I'm saying another influx.
He's talking about when it ends.
When that war ends, watch how many of them gonna just flood this country from both sides.
And living good too, living real.
And they're
good.
gonna live good.
I mean, the whole thing is to knock out, the black people. Your vote don't matter no more.
Well, I mean, that's why they want them. They want to allow illegals to come over here so that they can have the right to vote without being citizens. That's one.
Well, absolutely. Well, niggas complain. Niggas gonna complain. Niggas complain about how America done us dirty, and how we can't get the upper hand or equal this and equal that. These other motherfuckers that's coming from Mexico, Brazil, Africa, Russia, all these other places, they not complaining about shit. It's just like you got a job and you got motherfuckers coming in fresh and new, and they happy about it. They like
shit going on in their psyche, in their upbringing, all of that. Their whole thing is to come to America and do exactly what you're saying. Right. And we raised in America, as you know, you from America, you was born here. You see what the difference is.
I'm going to say this. I mean, and I respect all of y'all. And I don't think that, I don't know people like that. I mean, I know that you guys are go-getters and you guys get what you want. You guys work hard and that kind of thing. But there is a sector of people that are in this country that are lazy, that are content, and then it's funny to me, though, when you become content, then you see somebody come in doing some shit, then they're the problem.
You're a hater.
You ever have a job, or you ever been on a job and you come in and they got a certain way of doing some shit, and then the person come in and they working. You know what I'm saying? They working. And they making you look bad, and you like, hey man, we ain't gotta work that hard. Like, we ain't gotta do all that. Like, just calm down. Like, you ain't gotta do all that. Avery, I know you done seen this shit at your job. I know you done seen some people come in that'll be like hard workers, and you'll be like, yeah, this motherfucker's gonna be good. And other motherfuckers looking at him like, shit,
you
man,
fucking it off for me, man.
Right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I had it easy, like, you know what I mean, making you step your game up.
You're offsetting the productivity numbers.
Same thing.
You're gonna make the productivity numbers go higher. I only had to do 50 accounts. Now I gotta do 123.
No. It's like when you get a new person come in, right? So I had this situation where I had a new person come in that came to my team, right? And so, you have certain standards or whatever productivity where it's supposed to meet. And so we had this set standard or whatever, and we had a motherfucker come in that's working fucking part-time beating the fucking 8-hour standard. And I was just like, oh, these motherfuckers is playing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you figure it all out. Like, and she was a Kamala Harris. I'm gonna just say that.
Motherfucker still in time and shit.
Yeah, still in time, bro. I mean, we had to increase the shit and all that, bro. I was like,
you get one of them motherfucking Mexicans, nigga, coming your shit, nigga. You'll never get your job back, nigga.
No, you gonna make a choice, nigga. Either you gonna tighten up, nigga, and get to.
They gonna make you tap out.
Hey, you bitching, nigga. I mean, I don't know. For some people, bro. But I have work ethic, bro. So I ain't never had a problem going to work. That's the one thing. The Lord blessed me with that, and I'm going. And I'm glad. Nothing else, nigga. He gave me that, nigga. I'll get up and I'll go to work, nigga. Give a fuck, nigga. I'm saying, like, I don't give a fuck what these other niggas is doing.
I've got almost a whole pregnancy worth of sick time available to me.
Damn, I got like 200 hours.
I am at the upper level of 30-some weeks.
They're gonna make you start taking time off.
No. Sick time. Excuse me, not vacation. Sick time. Sick time. Excuse me. Okay. So sick time, I can accrue as much sick time as possible. Vacation time, I have over 6 weeks, and I can accrue up to 300 hours, and I just can't accrue more than 300. So once I hit like 280, they're like, "Claire, you got to take a day off." But
yeah.
But I, strategize that. But sick time, I have, like, that's when people say, "You come to work, look at my sick hours." I've got almost 40 weeks of sick hours. I could have a whole pregnancy off if I wanted to. I don't want
at least 2.5
default. I do not want to. That would be all bad.
That's hustling
so
backwards.
You can take a vacation for damn near a year, really, if you wanted to.
Well, I would
have to okay hours actually, but
I would love to have a sabbatical. Like, I really do want to do a sabbatical sometime in life. You know what I mean? And just travel the world. But to that end, I would say some of the main accounts and people that I follow are people I don't know, but they're Black people who have left the States, and they're, living in various parts of the world. I was watching some lady who lives in Bali last night. I have 2 co-workers, one that's retired. She moved to Portugal, and another one that retired and moved to Costa Rica, and just living. And I'm just watching these people. And there's another lady I follow that's in Dubai, I think.
Where is the place? I'm gonna ask everybody on the panel this. Where, since you brought this up, Claire, and I think that's interesting. So we're all getting close to our 50s or in our 50s. What would be a nice country to retire that you would pick? I know, Mark, you're worldly. You lived in Australia for 50 years, so you already did this shit.
He said 50 years.
Yeah, man, he was there for a long time. Ivory, where would you live at, or where would you consider living at? Different country.
You're muted,
you're bro. You're muted, bro.
Oh, you got comfortable on us, bro.
Yeah.
No, I had to get something to eat. So I would go, because my wife's people is Nigerian. I'd want to go check that out.
No, I'm talking about retire. So a retirement spot, like where you would, like, if you had a vacation home that you have, you have your home, right? But you have a house where you guys go live half the year or some shit like that. When you retired, you ain't got shit to do.
Be there right now. What you mean?
I don't know, bro. Somewhere where my money would go long and where people, I would say more people look like me.
I don't want to go with none of the no violence and that type shit. But Claire, you said Costa Rica, or that was your friends. What would be for you?
I don't know. I haven't researched the countries enough. I would want to go somewhere where the climate is a little more steady, which tends to oftentimes be the tropics, right? Like, because it's just it can be warmer, but you're close to the equator. But at the same time, they often, depending on where you're at, get rain, daily. But definitely somewhere where my money goes long. But that, you know what, to Scooty's point, or actually to your point, Ray, about the violence, the woman who was in Bali was like, there is no violence here. They were like, these people don't play that. They were like, they are not playing any of that. And to that end, she just started talking about other countries around the world, which leads me to believe she's been other places.
Right.
She was like, other countries aren't doing that. They're not allowing drugs into their country like that. There's none of that. She was like, listen, you could hear like a few people talking in the background, but it was just peaceful. And it was, you know, daytime. It was like the middle of the afternoon at her time.
But you know what's interesting about these other countries, and I don't want to get too political, but we was talking politics earlier. We talk about immigration and all that type of shit. What country can you fucking slide up in as easy as you can slide up in the southern border in America?
Pause.
Slide up in and do what?
Oh yeah, that was wild, right? Yo, that was wild. Hold on, pause. I'll pause out on that one though.
Yeah, that was bad. That sounded bad. What country can you go into?
Clara said it's bad. I didn't really fuck.
Yeah, it was. It was really foul. Yeah.
Thank you, Don.
That's
okay,
like the donut. It's like the donut, nigga.
Oh, the drifting donut?
Yeah, it's just like that to me.
Damn.
Now it's like you can't even say anything different and not think about that.
No, okay. So
move to.
So
visit.
Yeah, I would like to go to. I would really consider
Nicaragua.
Bluefields, Nicaragua.
Bluefields, Nicaragua.
Mm-hmm.
Nicaragua.
So I got a friend that's from Nicaragua. It's wild.
Man, listen.
That's one thing about where I work. I work with people who are literally from all over the world. All over the world.
Trust
pick
me.
a continent, pick a country, and they're just like, I listen to all the stories. I'm always just so intrigued.
My staff is from all over the continent. I mean, the world. Excuse me, the continent. The world. People from.
Or maybe Japan.
Serbia. You said Japan?
People love Japan. Now, people do.
My coworker is going there. My coworker is going there. Her and her
great
family.
Healthcare system. The violence is minimal.
Yeah,
they're not playing.
The economy.
But my only thing about Japan is they got the earthquakes like ain't nobody business.
Yeah, and that's the Pacific.
And the tsunamis.
But the economics, didn't they have some problems though, Claire? They had some problems over there in Japan with the, with the money.
Somebody that I was watching has been in Japan for a few years, and
they had a downturn. They had an economic downturn though, and it was.
Well,
it was big.
Japan's got a lot of people in a really small place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. But I got a friend that her and her husband and their kids. That's one of they're getting ready to fly over there. She was telling me it's pretty cheap actually. I was like, oh.
I mean, if I could just have the money and just circumvent the globe, right? And just go on a world tour. Not worrying about money, not worrying about nothing else. Like that would be my dream.
I don't even know where I would go.
Just hang out and just go from country to country to country, continent to continent.
I would think Brazil maybe for me or something like that.
Brazil would be dope.
I could just walk through the jungle and come see you.
So what'd you say?
Just walk through the jungle and come see you.
Oh shit!
Well,
I'll be living in a metropolitan area, but no, there's outside of Africa, the most dark skinned motherfuckers that look like me is in Brazil, South America.
Yeah,
so it's plenty of niggas down there, but there's a lot of
like crime. Nicaragua got it's Bluefields, Nicaragua is one of the villages, and there's another one, can't remember that one, and then that's the dark side. Like
I want to go there to the dark side,
and then
they look like me. That's dark like me.
Then there's another side where it's the lighter skins, where they act as like it is here. It's a colorism thing down there too.
Yeah, colorism everywhere.
Like yes, but I mean it's two different. It's like one side of the island is the black people.
That's like Haiti.
But I think the
Haiti and Puerto Rico.
You will start seeing in South America and Southeast Asia. That's where I think the come up's going to start happening.
Yeah.
Where's that?
South America and Southeast Asia.
A lot of people travel there too.
When I'm listening to the Socialist podcast that I was telling you about,
the Socialist podcast.
Hold on. Don't judge until you go on.
Oh no, I'm not judging. I'm just.
It is called the Socialist podcast. But what I was telling Ray is that really, I get a lot of my international news from these guys. They are very knowledgeable, and they have an entirely different world perspective on things. So more than it being about their view on an economic structure, which is what capitalism, communism, socialism is. They're more of about, well, I don't know what they're about in their personal space, but what they talk about on there is a lot of global politics and what's happening in the world economically with the world. Yeah. And so as I'm listening to them and they're talking about what's happening in various continents, South America too, because there's a lot going on, like with Venezuela right now and their election.
Right.
They have an election that's a little bit.
Venezuela. It's kind of wild. I would read about that.
Yes. And Southeast Asia though, like Southeast Asia, I don't know.
A lot of people.
I don't want to get caught up, but I don't want to get caught up in tsunamis. I don't want to get caught up in earthquakes. So
what about government? What about government upheaval and bullshit like that? You know, being in a different
every country is subject to that. That's one of the things that I've learned the most about working with people from all over the globe. Is every country's going to have its time where, I mean, like if you're great, you're going to fall, right? And so, I mean, I think that's just the nature of the world, right? Like history repeats itself. It just repeats itself in different places.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go back to this presidential thing real quick. And I was thinking today and I was just like, I would not be surprised if Kamala Harris wins.
I'm glad you just said what you said. Throw it back to me. Hold on.
And I'm gonna throw it to you. And I have a sneaky suspicion that she's going to win. Now that's my true feelings about it, because it's not what you say.
You said I'm gonna throw it to him. I'm gonna throw it to you.
Oh, that's wow. Pause. Pause that again. Shut up, dog. Let me tell you something. Hold on. So
you have dirty minds.
I was just saying I was going
throw it to him,
and now I didn't lost my.
So do you think that's going to start a war? Do you think it's going to start civil unrest?
What you say again? I wouldn't be surprised. What did I say? Because I haven't lost.
Wouldn't be surprised if Kamala Harris won.
Kamala Harris will win. I think she's
going to win. I think she's going to win, but I mean, it's still like no cheat like they did in 2020. And I'm going to tell you why, Ivory, is because it's not about who votes, it's about who counts the votes. And I was reading this thing about this shit about even when Kennedy ran and how
run for your elections,
you know,
run
shit
for
like
your
that.
elections office.
When he ran and then they cheated in a couple, you know what I'm saying? And this is not no new shit, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, and I'm listening to one cat and he was just like, man, it's not about who votes. It's who's voting. It's about who's counting. And ultimately, that's what's.
And we have an electoral college.
I mean, honestly, I think that
instead of it being 1 for 1,
what you saying right now, I mean, I think she's gonna win. I think she's gonna win. I hate to say it. I don't think so. But the one thing I do know is that
I think people are that stupid. Yeah, they're gonna go.
We really don't pick who really is going to be president. And if you look and see how the world is going, like just the Western countries are going, and
they're going down.
And kind of what they believe in and their belief systems and everything, and how kind of Trump is disrupting their belief system and their flow of how they want to do things and how they want to operate in the future. Man, they will start a war to make sure that she's president. They'll do some shit like that. They will fucking burn.
They just tried to kill this motherfucker.
Listen,
man.
They will.
They
will start a war in the middle of this goddamn election to make sure she's fucking president, bro. They will do some shit. They will do some shit to make sure that she's gonna be president. I believe they will pull all stops to make fucking sure that she's president.
Hold on, let's go back, man. 4 a month ago, this motherfucker gets his fucking ear almost shot the fuck off, and we acting like that ain't nothing.
Right? They
actually tried to kill this. We ain't talking about the dude and what I mean. Oh, he's a crazy. He was just a loon, and he was all this. Oh, he was a registered Republican and all this type of shit though. But who gave the call though? Who gave the
what?
call? Who gave the call? That's some
Right.
bull. I don't give a fuck what nobody
shit
say. It
got
ain't no
wide
conspiracy. It
You
ain't
think
no
How
it
that
was part of
motherfucking
civil
nerd?
unrest?
How that nerd get on the goddamn roof
Man, listen, that's
and
a whole
Hey.
setup.
supersede all CIA and all operatives to get up on there, and they
Man.
seen them, and
Oh,
then nobody
I told
shoot
y'all.
them. And
Listen,
come on, man, that
a
shit
couple of
just sound crazy
podcasts
to me.
ago, bro, I told you Obama gave a call, bro. He don't want us to. He the boss over there.
I don't believe that.
Man, listen, you don't got to. I do.
I do
Leave
believe a
Obama out of it,
conspiracy
bro.
is in place.
Man, he said. So, what Ivory? What you need to understand is that party. He's the G over there. He's the one he's the guy. No matter that he's not the president no more, motherfuckers is listening to him. That's what's happening right now. So he ain't got to necessarily say go hit them niggas, but he just give a nigga a look. You know what it is, bro. We got to take care of it because we can't have this bitch running, man.
Hey,
we can't have this bitch running, man. She gonna lose, bro. We need you to knock him off.
Hey, have you?
And look who they put next to her.
You heard of the black sniper? They call the Reaper, right?
Yeah, I seen him on a couple podcasts and shit. I fuck with him.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of his shit, and so this one guy asked him. He said, "So, you know, if you were doing it, what would you do?" And this and that.
Oh my
God! So one of the things that I mean, he broke everything down too, and one of the things that they asked him, like, they said, well, what do you and your sniper buddies think about it? And then he said, you know, we all think, you know, a little differently or whatever, but the common denominator, they think that there was more than one shooter.
I believe that too.
He was the
because
isn't there always?
That's what happened with Kennedy.
Because of the round, he said there were so many rounds and the way it was, you know, there was no he broke a lot of shit down, bro. And he's a fucking sniper though. You know what I'm saying? Qualified kills. Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah. I think it was an inside job, and I really don't feel like it's been investigated thoroughly to a point to us to try to figure this shit out, right? I mean, you know, maybe down the line they probably will, but it's just so interesting to me that this motherfucker almost got his goddamn head took off. And okay, now we're back to business. It's business as usual. You know what I'm saying? He back at it. They back at it. He ain't shit. That's what they keep. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker is set up there, and they trying to actually kill him. They're actually trying to kill this man, whether you like him or not. You know what I'm saying?
Willing to do any fucking
thing that should tell you that
this goddamn shit continues. This bullshit continues.
I'm just saying, man. It's just,
it's gonna be a lot of bullshit when Kamala wins.
I'm telling you, I think she's gonna win. I'll be disappointed.
She is gonna win.
I think she's
yes,
gonna
Claire.
win.
Do you think that this election, regardless of who wins, regardless of that aside, has the potential to start civil unrest?
Yes. We're going to war, whether it be civil.
No matter
I think it'll
no matter who wins.
I just think that if she gets in, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be real weird.
So you think only civil unrest would occur if she wins?
Yeah. I mean, we've been through this already.
We've already had Trump. What else you guys got? So it's like this. This is a dog and fucking pony show. He's the devil. He's a racist. We've seen all that before. What else new are you going to say about the guy? You know what I'm saying?
So then how do you think the civil unrest would be generated then? If she went
the same way it was generated before. I think with her on her end, it will be of that people are tired of living the way that they're living right now. They're sick and tired of this immigration shit. They're sick and tired of how people are controlling their schools. They're not giving parents control over their own kids. There's a lot of things. Inflation, from medication to whatever you go for. People are tired of all this stuff. Eventually, something's gonna give. Like the natives are gonna get restless. I mean, you can't allow criminals to just run your neighborhoods or just come in and just take over and just think that shit's okay.
So let me ask you this though: if Trump wins, you don't think the other side would get restless?
Who was the other side?
Well, people who are
liberals,
anti-Trump.
progressive.
Them motherfuckers was crying. Those motherfuckers had jobs.
Yeah.
People had jobs. Gas prices was low. Shit was moving.
There's people that don't like it. So as many people that don't like Kamala, there's that same amount of people that don't like Trump.
It's probably more.
So I'm just curious. Like, no matter how it crumbles, do you not think that there's a potential for civil unrest no matter what? Because I think we're on the brink of it, regardless of who wins.
No, Claire. You're right, because when Trump. Claire's right, because when Trump won the first time, it was civil unrest because motherfuckers was fucking rioting in the streets when he won, and that's a fact. It didn't get covered like.
I do agree that we've lost standards, and there's a lot of things that are wrong about this country. A lot.
Trump put Michael Moore out of business.
Yes, he did. Yeah, you know what? That's a name I ain't heard in a long time.
Because what Mark just said, he put him out of business. Remember the Gore Bush thing, that movie he did?
Yes.
It's really interesting about the hanging chads, right? Wasn't that with Gore and Bush, the first one? I was so devastated. I was a sad Democrat back then, but I was so sad when he lost. I was like, "You a pussy."
No, this is the saddest part about that is that we as a country somehow allowed the Supreme Court to step in and take over that election, and it took it out of the hands of the people, and that was a failure.
But it's also a failure too, Claire. That's true. But if Al Gore had to fucking put his nuts on the table,
well, I mean,
we would have made this shit difficult.
But I felt like if you can't figure out the vote goes back to the people.
No, but if he had to deal with the fuck, he was on some humble shit, noble shit, right? So if he had challenged it off top, we might have had something else happen. He didn't go there with it though, because traditionally that's not what they do. Whatever he's gonna be, I'm gonna accept it. Whatever they had their lawyers involved and all that shit, and he wouldn't concede and everything. But at the end of the day, I feel like he bitched out though. I would have pressed that shit. Fuck that. I'm the president, bitch.
I'll tell you I don't give a fuck. I have to look say.
No, but I was
Bush has been out of office. I follow Bush. Bush is quite entertaining to me. I got his book for my birthday. Not his biography, the one where he painted. He's taking up painting. No, he's taking up painting, and so he's painted portraits of I don't know, however many people. And then for all these people that he's painting portraits of, he's written a little story as to how he knows these individuals, who they are, how he knows them, and they're people of color, Black people, Latinos, Asians, right? Because Kanye said that he don't like Black people or whatever he said.
Hold on.
So he was like, so I felt George Bush when I saw him in an interview after he got out of the presidency, and he said, look, if you don't agree with my politics, that's cool, right? Say you don't agree with my politics, but you don't know me to make that statement. And I was like,
that I'm a racist or that I don't like Black people.
Okay, George, I'm going to give you that. But anyway, he went off and he's been painting. So he painted all these portraits and he put this book together. And my mom and my sons got me the book for one of my birthdays.
Right on.
It's one of my favorite books. And his wife, Laura Bush, is amazing.
She was a school teacher, right?
She was a school teacher, but as a country, we slept on her as a first lady. Now, I read her book. She has an autobiography, and I read her book. And you should have seen the people looking at me. This was back when I had to commute on the bus up to the hill. And they're looking at me, and they're looking at my book, and they're looking at me like, what are we doing?
That's like you had a MAGA hat on in this bitch.
I'm a reader, and I'm open-minded. And I believe in free thinking, whether I agree with somebody's thoughts or not.
And
so
that don't ever change.
I wanted to read what she had to say, and her story is amazing. So, number one, Laura Bush learned a hard lesson at 17 when she got in a car accident. She killed her friend.
I know. I seen the movie.
That was a horrible thing. So, but bigger than that, when George was, Mr. President,
coke.
when he was
He didn't ever.
When he was governor, she and some other women got together and they created throughout Texas. They created what they called. Don't get mad at the term. Just don't get mad at the term. They called them the rainbow rooms. But I'm gonna explain to you what the rainbow rooms were. So what they knew is that children, this is back in like what, the 80s? So what they knew is that children get removed from their homes from Child Protective Services for a variety of reasons, right? Social workers are coming in and they're getting kids for various reasons, and oftentimes the children, there's nothing but what's on their backs, right? And they're taking these children to homes, and people are opening up their homes, but a lot of times the homes don't have what they need for the children. So they created these rainbow rooms. That's what they called. They were called, and they were working to create them in every county in Texas. So that
I know about that too.
If I need to go get this baby out of this house, I can go to this location and I can get whatever I need for a child age newborn all the way through 18. Backpacks, school clothes, school supplies, diapers, strollers, car seats, whatever it was. And I was like, that's a really actually very amazing thing to do, right? To me, I felt like that was a beautiful thing. And then of course she was a school teacher. She was a school librarian is what she was. And because I'm a literacy advocate, that spoke to my heart. So that's my thing about Laura Bush. But I follow George Bush. He's quite entertaining to me.
I mean, I didn't vote for him.
I would love to sit next to him.
I like him though. I thought he was interesting. So anyway, I don't even know if I want to talk about Tiffany Hennard. I waited for you so that we could go to.
Well, I've been back for a long time. I've been back.
Mark, I didn't send you the background too.
We might as well talk about it since you waited for me.
I waited for you.
And we've talked about tax dollars, and so this is, what happens with our tax dollars and people being mindful and knowledgeable about it.
Hey man, these niggas is finna vote for Kamala though. I don't feel good about how I'm feeling about how things is looking.
I don't think that's gonna win, man. I don't think.
And that's the bad thing. And that's the horrible thing about it.
I agree. I'm with you too, bro. My fingers is crossed, brother. But niggas is smooth brain. They smooth brain niggas, bro.
Well, the Democratic Party,
they did a great job by
they rely on the uninformed voter. So the voter that doesn't care about policy or any of that stuff, they rely on that. So for most Democrats, they don't study policy. It's all based on identity and how you feel. So that's how they get you.
You know what I call that?
And most young people,
it's called
philitics. That's how they get you. So
these niggas got philitics. They be talking philitics. Like when I be talking to my dad and stuff, and then he be going off on a tangent like Ivory talking about his mom.
You,
no, right, but like not Ivory, but like
a heart attack, nigga.
So like right. Hey, I had to backpedal when I was talking to my dad. We kind of started talking to him. And he was going into a soliloquy, and I was like,
sweating and shit.
Right. So because I'm like, no. And so then I was like, oh, let me fall back for this nigga, man. He kind of get heated, bro. I was like,
he'll pull a pistol out on you, nigga. Like, nigga, you gotta leave, nigga.
I told you my dad kicked
nigga right now.
I mean, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So if you know yourself, you know your dad.
Well, I ain't never kicked nobody out the house for disagreeing with my politics. This nigga kicked me out the house.
That nigga said it's time for you to go.
You said he kicked you out?
No, he was way more vicious than that nigga. That nigga said, "Hey man, he put me out, nigga. Told me to get the fuck out, nigga." I was like, damn. But we was drinking and shit, so it was cool. But I was like, and my stepmom, she called me and she hit me up. I was on my way I was in Seattle, I think, because I was watching the fight. And I was like, oh, I ain't tripping. I was just drinking though. But it was funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Because here I am, like 40-something, late 40s and shit. And this nigga, we talking politics, right? And I just, I was talking about, me, bro. I'm gonna talk about what's happening. Like, okay, I know you don't like the nigga, but what about the policies, bro? And then he going on his shit, bro. And then when I was pushing back, he was like, he got furious. Get out! Oh, get out of my fucking house! He said, "Cause look,
No, he didn't.
I swear to God, listen,
He kicked you out. He told you to leave.
Ivory. I mean, listen,
Apple don't fall far
I'm
from
trying
the tree.
I'm entertaining. Listen, bro. So my dad told me, bro. He said, you sound like a goddamn. What did he say? He said I sound like something like a goddamn neo-Nazi. That's what he said. I sound like a neo-Nazi. And then he said, and I was just like, okay. I said, this is getting too personal. I think I better leave. Yeah, you might want to leave. You might want to get the fuck up out of here or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know what though, man? You know what though? So like I've asked I'm pretty sure my dad, he gonna vote Democrat, my mom, and this and that.
Yeah.
My dad votes Trump.
They're not used to change, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, well, I'm gonna just keep doing what I've been doing and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't good enough.
That's a
bro.
good point.
That ain't good for the older people. Now I can't explain to younger people.
How do you have a real conversation with somebody about politics who's only voted one way their entire existence? You have no there's no objectivity there. And so for the children of those who came from the previous generation, we start looking at things differently.
Well, I mean, they should. I think, what about this? Yeah. What about the fact that politicians like Strom Thurmond, right? So he's a great example because he flipped the entire concept of Republican and Democrats, right?
He did.
Yeah, it was huge when he did it. Strom Thurmond.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. Go ahead.
So, I mean, like when you're having that conversation and you're talking about changing and doing something different, I think Scooty brings up a good point. I think that's probably true for a lot of people, if not maybe the majority. But when you're having that conversation, you say, but look at this guy. And this guy, when he did this, he changed the whole playing field, right? Because slowly people started shifting differently on both sides, right? Both sides did it. They went like that, and it changed that landscape.
Well, what it really was
about
about
my mom today earlier.
That shit changed when Kennedy went down there to fuck with King because they needed them niggas to win. That's when the shit changed and shifted. I know Strom Thurmond down in the South and all that type of shit.
Strom did that before that.
But what I'm saying is, nationally, on the national level, it wasn't nobody else fucking with niggas. I mean, you can go back to Roosevelt. I mean, you know them. But when in the fifth, when Kennedy got in, there was no way that the country wasn't even fucking with no Catholics. That's just what it was. And for him, in order to get over the top, and along with his dad's connection to the mob, he had to fuck with the niggas in the South.
And people,
and a lot of niggas went Democrat at that point. Is when
back at that point in time,
Democrats.
Especially like during Dr. King's time or whatever, when Dr. King came, like people didn't even care about Dr. King and his dream and all that shit. They didn't care about that shit. Black people didn't care about mingling with white people back then. They was cool doing what the fuck they was doing. But the policies in the Democratic Party, they funded Dr. King. You see what I'm saying? So they pushed him out and pushed that narrative that, oh, this is what most black people want. But most black people didn't want that because they understood, they knew what the fuck was going on. They were like, no, we cool doing what we doing.
See, on April 3rd, 1968 was the most important thing that King said, and a lot of people don't fucking talk.
Got led into that burning building.
That part and about what he ultimately told niggas, it's not about this race shit so much as it's about the fucking economics. He talked about black farmers. That shit that we heard the young lady talk about. He talked about the black farmers and about how money was allotted to white farmers and not to black farmers. It's, you know, shit like that. He talked about how ultimately for black people it was about economics and it was about the dollar. And that's ultimately what got to nigga killed. Invested in creating black banks and investing in those black banks and going back to what it was when we had Black Wall Street and those concepts. because we did those things and we were more
You need to
successful as
start
a
buying
people.
neighboring properties.
Right. And we were more successful as a people when it was segregated because we were forced to have to work with each other. And we had our own businesses. We had doctor's office, a dental office, bodegas or stores or whatever the fuck, little general stores and stuff like that. You know, we were able to recycle our black dollar, like we talk about, something that we can't seem to do for whatever reason in 2024. But these are things that we've already been and done before. And we've not seen the recreation of that any fucking where. Maybe Atlanta is probably, or if there's some other enclaves and cities or whatever, but for the most part, that's where it's at. And that's not what
there's no system. There's nobody stopping us from doing it.
No.
You know what I mean? There's people with money.
No.
So, you know, people, it's
I believe in black people.
It's a mentality.
I believe in black people and I believe in black people, and I don't believe that we're victims. And it bothers me. Y'all know me. I don't believe in that victimology shit. I'm a fighter, and from all the way to the death, nigga. Nothing. If I'm not where I need to be, it's gonna be because of the choices that I make, not because of somebody else is impeding me. And if somebody's impeding me, then I'm gonna fucking fight that impediment, whether it be through the legal means, you know what I'm saying, or violence. And that's just it. But you're not gonna shut me down because you caught up on this. That's stupid shit. That don't even make no sense to me. But I'm nobody's victim, and that gets sold to us that we can't get IDs to vote. We're too stupid to vote. So, you know, we're alienating a certain sect of people who aren't able to get voting IDs. You know, shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just these things that they put just on black people that we're not capable of doing these things. But we see black excellence everywhere.
If you can't get a goddamn ID, then you don't need to be voting no what.
These niggas gonna get an ID to cash that motherfucking check, nigga. Fuck out of here.
They gonna figure it out.
You talk about
got
you
a
can't
prison
get
ID,
no.
you got something. Look.
Man, listen. These niggas, what we need to cash a check, we go to the bank, yo. ID, right? If some money's involved, you gonna go motherfucking cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they put those little things out there, and that's fucking, you know, it's dismissive to black people or to the black people that they're talking about. And they're using them like hoes, nigga, for a means so that they can fucking get political gain.
That part.
That's what they do to us, or to people that look like us. Whether you vote Democrat, like I said before, whether you vote Democrat, Independent, whether you vote fucking whatever, but you need to be fucking informed. Period. And if you know, and nobody has to necessarily agree, but at the end of the day, though, this whole identity politics shit, that ain't for us, bro. I'm not with none of that shit. I know I'm black. I'm a black nigga. I know I'm black, nigga. What the fuck was we talking about? Motherfuckers look at me strange no matter what.
Nobody knows what I am, so I'm just Claire.
Ambiguous. You're like, oh.
I mean, like, you'd be amazed. People think I'm all kind of shit. So I'm Claire.
So Claire, what are you mixed with? Just black, white?
What when you see me, what do you see?
Well, I see
That's
black
when people ask me what I am. What do you see? Most people think I'm south of the border. Most people think I'm from pick a country, any country south of the border.
You and Don look like y'all could be from some different places.
You could wrap me up and put me in the Middle East, and if I keep my mouth shut, guess what? I'm passing.
You better put your goddamn burqa on, nigga. What you
right. You better put
your that's what I said. But I have to keep my mouth shut, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, okay.
I'd have to keep my mouth shut. But if you dress me like that, and all you can see is this, I can pass.
Listen,
I could go to Egypt and pass.
I was watching this thing. They was talking about how, like, in America, when we talking that hot shit, you go over, it's like this Western world. In the Western countries, you can do all that type of shit. You go to these other countries, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. All that hot shit you talking, nigga. Like the one black girl who she's a truck driver.
The truck driver, yeah.
Successful truck driver, black girl. She's made money, YouTuber. She kind of blew up. Salute to her though. I respect her hustle, but she went over to Dubai, and then she got to a situation over a rental car, and then motherfuckers locked her ass up because she got the chirping and shit. And they like,
You can't do that. You gotta
In
have
Dubai,
Hold the fucking ass up, bitch.
No, you ain't Ray. I hear you, but you ain't telling right. She got the
Tell the truth.
chirping. Yeah, she got the chirping in them motherfuckers, and they ain't having that. You can't even talk to a man like that in their country.
You
And you gotta
goddamn right.
like you gotta know those things when you go over there. Don't be going over there thinking, well, oh, okay, they showed her ass too.
But it's like that in most of the world is like that.
Or it's like the Brittany Griner situation. Remember, she goes over there and get caught with weed. She breaks the Russian laws, but then now they have her over
she's
there
not
illegally.
anymore. She's a
Biden,
he.
and Biden bailed her out.
but Laura Ling did the same thing in North Korea. Her and whoever her coworker was, and they dipped their toe in North Korea, and they got caught up in the system. And she just happened to be working for Al Gore, and they were like, "Well, if you send Bill Clinton over here, we'll let her go." So Al gets on the phone with Bill. Bill gets on the plane, goes over and gets her. But who doesn't know that you don't get to go into North Korea? And you're a journalist.
Yeah, man. I mean that's just being stupid. I mean, both of them. I mean, Brittany
I was
Griner,
going to
same
say, how
thing.
is it's not any more stupid than
what Brittany did. Yeah, no.
I will say this: the difference between
Disrespecting
Brittany,
other lands.
the difference between Brittany is that we traded and negotiated a deal with a national known
arms
terrorist,
arms
dealer that had killed so many goddamn people.
He's called
to bail out that ditch.
No, he sells weapons, so he's the merchant of death. So he's an arms dealer, and he sells to all the the fighting in the Middle East and all those places. He sells high power arms to those people. That's what
we traded the WNBA player for him.
We needed a big. He didn't catch that. We needed a big nigga. We needed a big nigga. You know what she said? She pops, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Brittany Griner in the place, nigga.
I mean,
but we did that though.
All the people
we traded this person for that. And
for a motherfucker that was smoking weed in Russia.
And we made a huge deal over this girl doing that.
No, they switched it up in the media and said that they had her on some trumped up charges. No pun intended. But like it was some bullshit that Russia was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bitch, you brought these charges over here. You broke the law. And a lot of Americans in their arrogance was like, oh, it's just legal over here, man. Well, yeah, it's legal in America, motherfucker. It ain't legal in fucking Russia. Fuck is you doing?
But it is.
There's no Bank of America.
Federally, it is.
That's
the thing.
What you talking about?
Did you say it's not illegal?
No, I said it's illegal in fucking Russia.
Federally, it's still illegal in the United States.
True that, but my point is that
you can't move it from state to state because
she did, but they
trafficking.
Okay, right. So she did, but then the American media in the country, the government, was making it look like they had her on some bullshit. Is what I'm saying. But she broke the law though, and but my
we've
point
got
is
a thing
that
called customs, and they're not letting people from other countries come in here
with bullshit. Right. But it's just so crazy how we know what it is, and it's like people made excuses for her. I guess what's what I'm trying to say is they made excuses for her behavior.
To do that.
Because and a lot of times before you even land, and especially in the Asian countries, all of them.
I mean, I don't know. Every time I pack my bags, I make sure they're clean.
But before you even land, right? So you get that, it's a card, your immigration card, and it tells you on the fucking card, hey, you get caught with drugs, it's punishable by death, or like it's right there before.
Nigga,
like,
on the card it say death?
Hell yeah, it say death.
Because they're not playing.
They're not playing. And so that's what I'm saying. Like when you coming over there, I don't understand how they didn't give you that same card they gave us. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't see that shit.
He said, hell no, I don't want to.
It's right there on the card, bitch. Why you got the cartridges? She going to get high that bad?
Yeah, right. Like soon as before the plane lands, as you're descending, they're going around giving you the fucking immigration card that you got to hand to them.
Okay, here's a question for everybody on here. So, if you're a Russian, whatever, in the law enforcement or whatever, do you trade her? I mean, not trade her, but do you arrest her for that?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting paid to do.
Yeah.
You
Why am I going to risk my job?
Was Russia wrong? Was Russia wrong?
No, you coming into my country and you disrespecting my country and you think you finna get away with it.
I bet they didn't even know
who
she
like
was.
Weird looking ass anyway.
Nah,
yeah,
I bet they didn't know who she was.
That's how you really feel, nigga.
You have to think about culture and custom,
I don't
right?
think they knew who
and
she
our
was.
problem is we don't respect other people's cultures and customs.
Bro. They knew who she was.
Don't
remember, Ivory, she goes over there and plays every year on the off season for the WNBA to get
real. She's the only
pro leagues over
walking
there
around China.
Well, she must not be that good, nigga. Because if you was real good, they would have let you skate on that. I'm just saying. Am I right or am I wrong?
Hey, listen. They was snubbing in the nose of America. I think it's some of that, but it's like, bitch, but you broke our laws, and so we got you. They made her set her dreads off and everything.
Right? They would have let her go. What you talking about? Come on, bro. What did she
Russia,
have,
bro?
What did she have?
She had weed.
She had a weed card.
she had a pen.
Yeah, she had a vape pen. So the bride gonna do.
Nigga.
So she gonna do.
It was still illegal.
Yeah, but exactly what it is.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So she gonna do 25 years over goddamn vape pen. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's a different country, bro. You can't.
What I'm saying is if she was that good, they would have let that shit slide, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Bro.
I mean,
they would have. They would have. He right about that. They would have. He would have been able to pay him some money.
Yeah, play over. You gonna sign? We gonna sign you to a 20-year deal, and you playing over here, nigga. You ain't. And then when you done,
put her in a slave deal. Look,
that's what I think. Fuck you mean, bitch? You're not coming over to listen, bro. They made a whole stink about this thing, so it's like, you know, and she broke the fucking.
My opinion, she should still be
really. I'm happy she's back, all facts, but.
I'm not.
No. I'm with you. I mean, I'm just saying that. I mean, Biden and them gave up the merchant of death. That's an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, that ain't cool. Cause what if one of our relatives or people that we close to did some shit like that? I mean, they ain't done to do that, but I'm just saying though.
You're gonna be flying to Russia to go visit them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know you, Scooter. You gonna be like, man, that dumb motherfucker went over there, man. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking about.
Man,
you ain't gonna you gonna be like, man, that motherfucker was dumb. Yeah, he's fucked up.
They gonna put you in a cement cell, nigga, with no heat.
Right. Nigga, they cut her dreads off, bro. They cut her dreads off. Yeah.
So we can't act like we don't do horrible things in prisons to people here too.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. I mean, listen. If you ever been out of the country and you see them police officers walking around and you see what's going on, like, if that shit don't scare you, then hey, you know what I mean? If that shit don't scare you, then
in the Jeep,
go ahead and do what you want to do.
No, you're out of America and your motherfucker has get caught in another country and you're locked up. Just that thought. That part.
Okay. Let's just look at Thailand. A lot of people go to Thailand. A lot of people go to Thailand. And when you land in the Thailand motherfucking airport, they got AK-47s. And that right there should tell you, after you didn't sign that motherfucking immigration card, that don't fuck around.
Cool.
Listen, when me and Ivory, I went to Ivory's wedding.
I knew you was gonna bring this up too, nigga.
So listen,
I knew it.
We was at Ivory's wedding, right? So we was in Jamaica, nigga, and we was off the motherfucking the reservation, nigga. So we had all inclusive where we stayed at. So we go on an excursion, nigga, we're riding through the fucking jungles of fucking Jamaica. We could have took the freeway. They told us, but it's a longer route. They cut us through the jungles where you get like seasick, nigga. The way that it's so much bumpy shit.
Hey, right. But before that though, remember, was it you that said, man, we want to see Jamaica, man. We want to see the real Jamaica. And the driver was like, y'all serious? We was like, hell yeah. So this fool made a right. I'll never forget. He took a right.
Yes, it was. It was right.
Imagine us going down MLK, right? And then somebody, man, I want to see the real hood. And the dude be like, man, you sure? Yeah, man. All right, man, we're going to go down 15th. You know, some shit like that, bro. When we made the right, why was there 3 or 4 dudes in the middle of the street with AR-15s?
Yeah. No, they had M16s. They had
M16s.
Yeah, bro. M16s, nigga, in camouflage, nigga.
I did the exact same thing in Jamaica. And they was riding around in Jeeps.
And after we left off that side street, left off that main street, like Ray said, man, bro, we talking about streets, nigga, that was wide enough for a car and a half, okay? And these cars is doing 40 miles an hour, nigga, and the motherfucking house is 15 feet off the goddamn road. I'm praying. I'm just like, oh God. All they do is honk the horn around the blind corner. Honk the horn.
Look, and then they ride backwards. So they ride backwards over there, right? Like England, nigga. So when I was on the motherfucker, bro, because your sister-in-law started getting sick and throwing up, nigga, made everybody start there to pull over, nigga. That's how bumpy the roads was, bro. We were seeing little kids and shit, people with holding water on their head, nigga, and they had half-built houses. And I even seen a white person that lived out there, white people, some Chinese people that had their houses and all that, bro. It was craziness though, bro. Like we stayed on the motherfucking resort, nigga, to be honest.
After that?
Yeah,
listen,
nigga.
Most of the time we
caught off that shit. What the fuck you talking about? Remember we seen a dude walking through the motherfucking call it a jungle, bro. You can see a dude walking through the jungle with a machete with a big old thing of water, right? And we like, man, what's that? He was like, man, that's water for the village. We was like, what? Yeah, man. Yeah. That's how far deep we was.
And we was at the slave plantation too. So where we went to Appleton, the rum making factory, that was a former slave plantation. Because I asked the question when they was giving us the presentation. And then we went to another slave plantation. They had the slave quarters and all that shit out there, nigga. We was riding fucking 4-wheelers, doing bungee jumping, nigga, 60 feet in the air, nigga, all kinds of shit. Nigga had lunch and shit. They took videos of us.
Jumping. That's crazy. They done made slave plantations, motherfucking tourist attraction.
A tourist attraction.
Yeah,
man. We was in there and they had red clay, nigga.
This is where you niggas used to do all this work. Now come spend our money. Come spend your money to come see what this shit.
And they let us taste the sugar out the cane, nigga.
Yeah.
Pause. That sound wild. Yeah, nah, man. It was Jamaica. And then I was thinking the next time I go out there, I want to go to Kingston, but I ain't doing that.
I want to go to Africa. There's parts of Africa that I want to. I
want to go to South America. I want to go to Nigeria because that's where my people is from. So I want to go there. That's me, Don, my Nelson family. We all that. Nigerians.
Is that from the DNA research?
Yeah, they say that's kind of faulty too, though, sometimes. But, I think ours is official. We did it before it got popular.
When did you, through what? True Life?
Man, it was before. So I'm going to tell you, it was done, my uncle. So my cousin Ricky's dad, he went and got it done. And this is like before it became popular with those ancestry.coms and all that kind of thing. And they did ours. This was maybe almost fucking 30 years ago. And they narrowed it down to the region and the area to where my family hailed from, my lineage. And it's Cameroon in Nigeria. Is that is the area or whatever. And so
I worked with a dude from Cameroon. That's why.
Oh yeah,
this dude named Frank. Yeah.
Okay, so I did that, and so I did so I have a family tree. The best that I have to update it because there's so many new babies and deaths. So I do it every 3, 4, 5 years. I go and I update it, and so I have one, and I've gotten my lineage all the way back on my father's side, all the way back to where they arrived here. You know what I'm saying? So between the DNA testing and me doing that research and going to Tennessee, the Nelson Slave Factory, my great grandfather worked for Mars, the candy people. You know what I'm saying? He worked for them. You know what I mean? And so I found out all kinds of
Candy Man. The Candy Man can.
But it's interesting though, bro, to know that shit. To know that, you know, when they say I don't even like African. I don't even like to be called that. Nigga, I'm Nigerian. That's where my lineage comes from Cameroon.
I'm a foundation of Negro.
You're an African booty scratcher, nigga. Shut your ass up. Just like the rest of us.
Hold on, Mark. I am that. I most certainly am that. But what I'm saying is that you know how it's like this whole African American thing. Who signed the contract and said that was cool? I like black.
But all of us didn't come from Africa. Though. Some of us was already here.
True, but where are their lineage from? Originally,
right? Where is that?
What were you saying, Claire? Though you said something.
I've got an auntie that's like, don't call me that. She's
I don't like
I've
it.
never been to Africa. Don't call me that. I'm black.
But Africa's a continent, so what you know what I'm saying? It's like so where. That's why I say that if you
I have
do that,
and that's interesting too because one of my good friends is from Southern Africa, not South Africa. She's from Southern Africa. And so it took her a long time to adjust to the concept of race in the United States when she came here.
Yeah, because
she was like, I'm African. She was like, I'm African. Like, like what is this black white thing? I'm African. And that's just how she saw herself. And so she had to adjust her mindset over several years in order for people to not look at her sideways when she was like, I'm African.
Not African American?
No, because she's born and raised in Southern Africa. Right. She is truly from the continent, born, raised, her whole lineage, so never broken.
Well, me and Don are Nigerian and Cameroon type niggas. That's what I am
too.
Okay, then we from the same
Nigerian
place.
Is actually the largest percentage of anything that I have in me is Nigerian.
They was selling slaves though, so I'm gonna go over there and talk to the nigga who was funking with my family, nigga, and I'm gonna see that nigga.
He whooped your granddaddy's ass and enslaved you.
Nigga, now you didn't
now you over here being disrespectful. Don't you ever talk about
you heard that shit, dog? Get that nigga. Get that nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga.
Watch your mouth when you address. Hey, you better put some respect on his name, nigga.
Hold on, but here's the thing, though. The truth hurts. They beat us over there. They beat us over there, Mark. Fuck you, Mark. But that. Hold on, Mark is bringing out real truths, but I'm like,
first of all, my grandfather didn't get his ass whooped. His daddy did. So let's just keep it real.
He said, no, his
daddy. Your daddy's daddy.
No, his daddy.
But on some real shit though, I don't like that term at all. I never liked it.
African American.
No, I don't like that. I never signed up for that. It was kind of weird when that became a part of the vernacular, and I was just like, it's like it makes me uncomfortable. It really does.
Well, every time you gotta change what people are called, it just becomes
Negro, colored.
I like being called the foundation of black man.
I can do that too.
That sounds pretty cool. I like that one.
Hey, Dos, what is it?
How about we just call you Mom?
American Descendants.
You call me that too.
Y'all heard of that, right? Do you guys know about the movement of ADOS and all of that? What's going on right now?
What did you say right before you said that?
ADOS. So ADOS is the so African or foundational African, how does ADOS? So it's Africans of slavery. So it's ADOS, African descendants of slavery is what it is. ADOS, African descendants of slavery. So descendants of slavery. So ADOS. So African descendants of slavery.
Yep, I qualify for that.
Yeah. So there's a movement going on with that. And that's what Mark is referring to when he says I'm a foundational. So those would be us that came here, not us that are our people, our lineage was founded here in this country. And so when the conversation of reparations comes up, it's not about, because when they try to tie other ethnicities into this whole reparation conversation.
Don't make me mad by saying that.
Well, that's what they're doing. But the ADOS, us, they're not going for any of that bullshit. It's about
I'm with that.
Descendants.
Give me my 40 acres and my mule.
Nigga, I'll take that right now, nigga, and quit my job on game, nigga.
And I want it. And so then here's the thing. You give all of us our 40 acres and you allow us to have our 40 acres near or by each other. So then you're able to create a different level of foundation, right? And then you're able to intersect and interact with each other.
It'll never happen.
And buy.
It absolutely won't, Jermaine.
That's why in the meantime, we just got to buy. We got to buy property.
They said we would never have a black president.
Now listen. What I will say is this.
I agree with Jermaine, but I can fantasize.
There will never be no reparations. As soon as niggas get that out their head, the better off they're gonna be.
I can't dream, Jermaine.
But it's okay for you to dream because of you're living your life the way that you should be living your life, and you're not waiting. You're not relying on that dream.
No, I'm not.
To support you.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that are relying on that dream, like, oh, they gonna give me, or they owe me, so I ain't gonna work for the white man. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do nothing. I'm just gonna sit up here and be poor.
Better go build a black business.
Make your wife and your kids suffer. You don't want to work. You don't want to do shit, and because you just wait on a handout. This motherfucker.
And now your wife, now your girl is out here looking at you like this nigga weak. You don't want to work.
You don't want to work.
That's some bullshit, nigga. Niggas need to tighten up. That's another topic. Men need to tighten up.
Ain't nobody coming to save your ass.
No, but ain't nobody coming.
They coming though. They coming, man. They coming.
But they selling that. Kamala is coming though, y'all.
I don't think she gonna win, bro.
Ivory, I'm with you, brother. But it's just, I'm just feeling kind of, I'm weirded out by the whole thing. It just really, they're making her popular, and she don't even be saying nothing.
I know. Can I
I don't think I'm gonna be surprised either way.
Kamala earlier.
What you was gonna say?
When you were talking about so first of all, Trump is finna lose.
Man, I hate that, but I got a weird feeling about it, bro.
He finna lose. No, see, first of all, it's gonna look bad on America to have a convicted felon rule in the free world.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You think
Hold on.
He's not talking about his necessarily personal opinion. He's talking about image.
Yeah,
and what is out there.
So you got to remember that there's some entertainers can't even enter those countries with a felony. And you're gonna elect the president? We're gonna present to the world.
Cat, bro.
Hold on. We're gonna present to the world a convicted felon that said all these atrocities, done all of these atrocities, and present him as the leader of the free world. Hell no.
So you're gonna present a bitch that 90% of the world don't agree with women being in those positions in the first place?
I don't think
that's what you rather do. You rather do that
about that
because she got Waltz. Because she got that Waltz dude with her now. He equaled it out. He should actually be the one running for president. He should be, but they just can't move Kamala. So what's the next best thing? Put another what they
No, if he had a dick and balls, hold on.
He's
If he
a
had
radical
a dick and
ass-
balls, he could challenge her at the convention. See, so it's not a foregone conclusion that she's the one. Because if you were a Democrat in that party, I mean, you could challenge her.
I could, but she already got the machine behind her.
True.
So
Again,
you wouldn't
we've
win that
given
battle.
too much power to the parties.
Claire, I'm with you.
Please
I think we need to
elaborate.
break
Please
it up.
elaborate.
She meaning so. And Claire's been big on this, but it needs to be multi-party. It can't just be two. This shit is getting.
That's what I've been saying for
Oh well, we on it. Well, then y'all on the same page.
But
Which is
beyond
for real,
that,
though, bro. They should get
that,
money and all
it's
that.
about money.
They have too much power. They have too much power, and we as a country have allowed that to just continue to grow and build and grow and build. They both have too much power. So even though people are like every 4 years, people are like, well, we really need to have, a third party or, something. It's a little bit of a talk and then it dies down and it goes up and it dies down, but it can't continue to do that because as long as that continues, their mounting power just continues to rise. And it's problematic. And it's been problematic for the past several decades, but as we continue to go on, we're seeing the repercussions of it, right? Yeah. When you're telling me that I've got two viable people in the country, no matter who the two people are,
that's it. That's all you got.
Who are capable of doing this job, you're insulting my intelligence.
There are so why don't we see right now any campaigns from the Green Party or the Libertarian Party?
Because they don't.
But the money they don't give. They don't
got
give
no money.
The money.
Right.
So
what I'm saying is we have the options, but the money is not supporting the other two parties. That we have options for.
The corporations they're going to invest in their interests, right? So they're going to whatever party fits whatever they're trying to do. They don't put the money into everybody equally. And that's really what should happen. And then if you get your own money, or if you have it to do it, then you use that money or whatever. And that's what I give Trump credit for because he didn't never take a check. He went and did the work. He didn't take.
But he hijacked the Republican Party though. He
did. He should have fucking ran as a Democrat. That's what I really don't understand about the dude.
But didn't he say several decades ago if he ever
he
ran,
did. He ran because
exactly what he said he would do.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this. Had he done that, he would have been able to transform that whole fucking party. And with the policy thought, and it's fuck him personally. I don't care. He's rude, fine, whatever. I'm not here to argue that. But when it's about straight policy shit and running your shit as far as your list, I'm check off. I said I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to do it, and that's what he did. And that's most politicians don't ever do that. They promise things and they don't.
I think the one thing that I think a lot of black people like the ideas of everyday living, of how people normal live as far as what they care about. So people care about jobs, people care about their family, people care about inflation,
safety,
people care about their 401k, people care about unions, people care about all of these things. And then
so Jermaine,
yep.
Remember when you asked me about somebody that was leaning towards Kamala?
Uh-huh.
Christina is sitting right here.
Okay. Well, Christina, come on.
You ain't got to say it. You be seen, just speak, nigga.
No, man.
Chris, come on, girl. What's up?
No, we got to see you.
I want to shout
Chris,
out.
Get on the motherfucking camera, nigga.
I'm shouting out love to you. What's up?
What's
girl?
up?
How you doing?
You ain't vote for Kamala. I don't
we
believe
got a
you
cameo.
I don't know who I want to vote for.
Okay, then get the information because she ain't talking. So I got you. Hit me back when you ready. When she talking her shit because she ain't.
But have your guns blazing.
Oh, she gonna have her guns blazing. I already know that already. So
yeah, Christina.
Once she figure out what she like, who she like, she gonna stand on it regardless of whether or not.
No, she gonna have to be quiet around her friends though, because her friends ain't gonna because she gonna fuck with Trump. So they. Say what?
Now you know I don't give a fuck what my friends is doing. I don't give a
Okay,
fuck.
then
I'm my own 10
get on
toes.
the Trump train. Quit tripping. Why you?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't like.
See that, but the reason why you don't know is because your friends are pressuring you. They vote for Kamala.
Aren't you doing the same thing?
Huh? She says that.
What-
Ain't
so
she doing the same thing? Talking to Ray.
Right.
What did I do? What
Over
you
here
mean?
trying to peer pressure me. Oh,
I didn't peer
live
pressure
podcast.
nobody. Clara, I'm talking to Clara though right now. Hold on, Clara. What you just say?
I said, aren't you doing the same thing to her? You said the only reason why is because your friends are pressuring you. But isn't that wasn't that relative?
Oh, so I'm pressuring her?
I mean, wasn't that
Okay,
relative?
fair enough. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Let's just say this. Don't allow your friends to pressure you. Just facts over feelings.
Christina's a
Fuck
boss.
politics.
She's not finna
No
let nobody
politics.
pressure her.
No politics. I know she not, but I'm just making sure that there's no politics.
But you
I ain't gonna
trying
hate
to
you.
say.
No, just be informed. That's the whole thing. And if she ain't said nothing, so I'm just waiting for you to let me know when. You can call me. You got my number. Call me when you figure out what she gonna be talking about, because I don't know.
I just feel like if most people care about kids, which most people do, and I think that most people are not happy with what's going on in the school system right now, as far as what they're teaching the kids, as far as what they're teaching the kids about
I
gender.
put peer pressure on my friends. I am not. You guys fucking.
Hey, look.
He
Hey,
feels
look,
guilty.
you cut him deep. Look, you cut him
Yeah,
deep
that
with
cut
that
me
one.
deep
Look.
with that one. I was like,
I'm
am I
sorry,
doing that?
baby. I was just saying,
No,
like
that's
it's not a
good
good
job,
look
Claire.
right
Good
now
job,
what you say
Claire.
to
'Cause
her.
somebody bring him
But
back.
you look at what's
Bring
going
him
on, like in the country with schools and immigration and the LGBTQ and all that kind of stuff, and you look at that stuff, and it's like most people don't agree with that, but they'll still vote for the
Oh, I got
party
a video
that
for you guys.
champions
I got a
that.
video for you.
And I don't understand that.
All right,
How
so I
can
got
you
something for
be against all of this stuff but still vote for the party
All right, so here's
that
something.
aligns with that?
Okay, here you go.
Same way, Republican.
I'm a cisgendered man.
What does
how I
cis
identify.
mean?
So that means if you were born a woman and therefore you still identify as a woman, so you're a cisgendered woman, I would say.
And that's because of my physical
That's because
femaleness.
you identify with how you
What-
were
what
born
am I?
originally. Well, I assume you're a cisgendered
I'm not a
man,
cis anything,
if
mate.
I may assume.
I'm not a cis anything.
Well,
I'm just a man.
Well, no, but you're a cisgendered man.
No, I'm not a
It's just-
cisgendered anything.
But hang on.
What does cis mean?
Well, that means that you were born the way that you identify
No,
now.
I'm just born a man.
But someone who transitions.
Why are you
to be a
insisting
man-
on calling me something I'm not?
Well,
You respect all those 100 genders,
Yeah,
however
I do.
ludicrous some of them are, but you have zero respect for my right to identify myself in any way I see fit. So, in other words, it's one
No.
rule for you. You say everyone's entitled to say they can be whatever they want. But the moment I decide that I want
No,
to be a
Piers.
two-spirit penguin, you go absolutely nuts and
No,
want to control
that's not how it
I
works, Piers.
self-identify.
That's not
That
how it
is the
works.
point I'm making.
Oh, he lost.
Thoughts?
I love
I
it.
mean,
I
he had
fucking
a
hate
good
the whole
point though.
cis shit.
Sure did. I'm with
Yeah.
Pierce on that one.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, I agree.
And me too. 'Cause, like, you
Because
got me
it's like,
fucked
I'm
up.
not cis shit, nigga. I'm a woman, motherfucker.
I was born this way, bitch.
So,
But
has
okay.
anybody? Let me ask the ladies on the panel: has anyone ever referred to you all as cis women?
Yeah.
No.
Not to my face, not in a
Like that, yeah,
conversation.
not
So
me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Somebody
maybe
said
they
yes,
referred to me
though.
and said no.
Somebody said yes, though. Out of when you guys were
John
responding,
did.
Christina.
Chris. So Don,
Christina
somebody
did.
called
Christina did.
No, my
She
podcast
called-
name is Ticarelli.
Ticarelli.
Okay.
Yep, she been on albums. Hold on now. So, who said that they
I
that
did.
happened to them?
I
So
did.
somebody called you a cis?
Yeah, well, a cis woman because I don't know if y'all heard of the app Bigo or whatever. There's a lot of LGBTQ whatever is on there, and a lot of trans motherfuckers and shit. So they be referring to women as motherfucking cis women. And what I don't understand, you want to be, what I don't get is these men that want to be women and shit or whatever. That's fine. Like, whatever you want to do, cut
We
your
gonna
dick
stay
off,
running shit.
fuck it in your ass. I don't give a fuck. But what I don't get is why the fuck do all trans men that like turn into trans women or whatever want to be disrespectful to natural born women? You trying to be me, motherfucker? So why do you hate on us for? Because we got the pussy and you don't. You got to tuck your shit in your ass. I don't get it.
Oh, damn. Oh, the thoughts in the. Hold on, let me do the disclaimer real
You
quick.
didn't put that on the banner to just run it across the bottom.
You know what, Claire? That's right. I need to do that. Go ahead, Christina. I don't mean to cut you off. Do your thing.
I'm just saying, like, you know, those are just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and then you know the fucking studs.
Oh
the
my
little
God.
fucking wanna be nigga bitches and shit.
I call them super gay.
But I don't get to
I ain't never heard of that one.
you be a trans woman, but then you fucking with a dude, so really you fucking gay. But then the gay dude be like, no, this is a woman. No, nigga, he got nuts and a dick. That's a man. That's messed up. That's called drag.
It just got
That means that you got a fucking fetish, nigga. You gay. They ain't no woman.
Again.
Those just my thoughts.
Tell us how you really feel. Who else wants to comment on this?
Like, if you a lesbian, right, and you like the carpet munch, whatever. I mean, eat whatever you want. But my whole thing is, what I don't understand is then why do you want to look like a nigga if you don't like dick?
So y'all see the ticket down there? Hold
That's
on.
Keisha Doom.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Oh.
Hold on. It says the thoughts and opinions of the guest on the PDXDOPE does not reflect the opinions of the show.
Oh, you put that disclaimer just now? I don't get it.
I get it all the time.
I said what I said.
Yeah,
What I
I
don't
know.
understand is if you
No, listen. This is just for business purposes. Say what you want.
like
But I'm just making sure.
And that's what
Go
you
ahead.
want. Excuse me, children. But if you like pussy, and that's what you want to eat whichever you want, you know, whatever. However, I don't understand then why you want to look like a dude if you like bitches and you are a lesbian. I don't get it. Like, that's backwards to me.
We need to find one.
We need to find one.
I have some friends.
He
Hold on.
got a stud cousin.
Who that is?
Your friend over here.
Who's friend?
Hold on. Backstage. Stop.
Hold on. Who's friend?
Hold on.
No, I mean, respectfully, I'm
I
not
have to
trying to be
solo out,
rude.
ladies and gentlemen. I have to solo out, ladies and gentlemen. We are dealing with.
No, don't stop the flow now.
Hold on. Okay, so don't stop the flow now. All right, I'm gonna exit solo out. All right, she's back.
Who are you talking about?
No, I just
What the fuck was that? Commercial break or some shit?
Yeah. I was jumping in. You know, I had to hold on. I had to control it.
I got y'all discombobulated. I'm just saying, y'all friend got I mean, you know, like, respectfully. The fuck, nigga? This ain't no secret, nigga.
Who?
I'm not naming no names.
So hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We don't have to name a name. But
We'll say
you
that for
guys,
backstage.
so it's just funny because I mean, y'all don't know, and it's just crazy to me. But we're gonna talk about it backstage. So he's very close to our podcast.
Listen, we finna go viral tonight.
I think I already know who you're talking
I'm
about.
saying, like, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Hold on, let me call this nigga. Hold on, let me call this nigga. Let me get him on the
Yeah,
set.
you know who to call.
Ghostbusters.
Call that Keeble Elf nigga.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Call that
Oh my
No, I ain't talking shit because I'll say it to the nigga face. I don't give a fuck.
I know you will. I know you will. Stop it.
Yeah,
Damn it.
too much.
I forgot.
y'all.
God damn it. Christina,
Fuck,
let me get it
people.
all back. Hold on.
We were supposed to
Y'all
be talking
too
about
much.
Kamala.
What
Hey,
have
what's
we
up,
here?
bro?
Let's talk about these motherfuckers.
Man, where you
Let's
at?
talk about these motherfuckers that want to tuck their
Oh,
dicks
no,
and shit.
no.
Hey, we on the podcast, bro. Tap in.
The alphabets.
That means if you're feeling froggish, nigga, job.
What
Man, tap in real quick.
Oh man, listen, I ain't drank in a couple months, but I might
It
pull.
don't matter.
I
You
might
can
pull.
do it on your
Have
phone,
I
bro.
drove you
might
to drink,
pull some.
Jermaine?
You might have to pour
I
some.
Yeah,
drove
all
you
right.
to
Pour a
drink,
shot.
Jermaine?
Yeah.
You gotta do what?
I said I drove you to drink.
Nah, listen, I'm about to enjoy. I'm
Because you wouldn't
about
be
to
the first
enjoy
nigga
this
I
shit.
drove to drink.
I'm about to get me my little goblet and shit. And if Ronaldo get on here,
Hey,
this is
hey,
gonna be
I'm
fun.
right
I
behind
just
you,
told
Dang.
He's popping on right now, so I just talked to him.
Yeah.
Oh
PDX
wow.
Dope Live. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen.
So did he say he was coming on or what?
Yeah, he's. I just.
Ooh,
He said he
you
was
being
going down.
petty to them
I know. You need to change your name to Double P.
I'm being petty. I'm Petty Murphy. That's my
You need to be
name. What are we talking
You
about?
need to be Double P.
I am Petty Murphy. I'm supposed to do this.
My name is Double P. And you know what's up with me.
Hey.
How long y'all finna be up? I got a whole bunch of weed.
I mean,
I
with
mean,
this
it's
shit
the
right here,
weekend and I'm grown as fuck. And it's, I'm off work. I don't work the weekends. I don't know.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute, hold on. It's the man. Ladies and gentlemen, the King.
Yo, hold on.
Hold
I gotta get somewhere I can hear.
Are you at the
You
bar?
gotta go hide, nigga. You gotta go hide.
You need to put
Hello?
your hearing aid in.
Yeah, we here. Where you
Put
at?
your
Oh, you got the
hearing
black
aid
screen.
Hold
What's
on,
up, bro?
Put your hearing aid in.
Listen. I don't have. I'm on my phone. And you guys know. Can you guys hear me?
No.
Yeah, we hear you.
Listen, bro. I want to apologize to the whole group. I've been going through some fucking shit. I got a DUI.
Time out. Don't even start with that.
Hold on, let me put y'all by
You don't need to apologize. What's understood don't need to be explained.
Ooh, you got some smoke.
So don't apologize.
You ain't gotta apologize, bro. We love you no matter what, nigga. Yeah, you know what it is.
What
You know who it is, nigga. Oh, he finna cut off his phone right now.
Play dumb. You was trying to find the exit button. You was trying to find
Listen. Am I still?
I'm here.
Listen,
I'm
Linda.
here.
Listen, Linda.
Come on, that ass, nigga. Yeah. Yeah.
Listen.
Really back. It's full of motherfucking fact.
What up? Shout out to Keith Baker, Ebony in the building.
All right.
Hey, y'all made this shit epic. This is the best show we done had in a long time. But go ahead.
You have any thoughts or you need to button that shirt, sir?
What you got?
You can see the t-shirt. Oh, he's showing his chest out. He trying to show his chest off. You gotta show his chest off.
You ain't got no hair.
Look, no, it ain't Taco Tuesday.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, we got the background singer from 18 double in this bitch.
Are you in the bathroom?
Nigga, hold on, Patty LaBelle. That's Patty LaBelle, nigga. She's doing her thing.
But you know what's so funny is that on Bigo, my name is Queen Petty.
Yeah.
Okay, so
all right, go ahead.
Okay, so let's talk about it, Jermaine. I need you to come up with. Okay, so what we talking about? I need something controversial. We'll see.
Okay, something controversial. Let's say this.
Yeah.
For people on here that have kids,
Right.
how is it when it comes to parenting with someone that you are no longer with?
Well,
it goes great for me, nigga.
Listen.
Okay, let's start off. So let's start off with
Say it with your chest, Jermaine.
We gonna start off with you. We gonna let you start
Start
off
off with me because you always got to start off with the best. Go ahead.
Listen, my son called me today, asked me how I was doing, which was very emotional, and I loved it.
I think that he said me. I don't think he said it was you, nigga.
Why you so aggressive?
Because I'm aggressive as fuck.
Yeah, that's you, baby mama. I love you and thank you for raising our kids.
Look. My name is Chris. My name is Queen Patty. Queen for short.
So everyone, I guess everyone can see now that these two have a past history together. So,
No, that's your baby. That's your baby mama, dog.
That's who I was telling you, Mark. That's you. You met her before.
Yeah, Mark, nigga, don't be hitting on my baby's mama, nigga. I kill you.
Nigga, I wasn't hitting on your baby's mama.
I'm just trying to. Hello.
Okay, we're off the rails.
All I'm saying is that, of course, he wanted to announce that, rightfully so, that he wanted to let everybody know that I'm the BM. You know what I mean? I can't blame the nigga.
Right, I can't blame him either.
So how has it been parenting with Mr. Tage?
First of all, listen.
What'd you say, sir?
This is so great.
How has
Thank
it
you
been
for sharing.
parenting?
Renard, thank you
How
for
has
tapping
it been-
in, bro. We missed
How has
you,
it
bro.
been
You got this
co-parenting?
nigga over here sweating this shit?
Listen, Renard, first of all, I know I hit you last minute or whatever, bro, but I appreciate you tapping in.
Right on.
You will make a return home.
I'm making a return. I'm making a
okay.
I'm making a
I
return. But listen, I got to go through this fucking this bullshit I going through. Talk to little Renault. He'll tell you, Christina. He just called me today, asking, it touched my heart. He's like, "Dad, how you doing? How's your situation?" I was like, "Man, I'm going through it, all because of my fucking alcoholic problem, and now I have to pay for it."
You know what? Are you drinking right now?
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. The thing is that you
Shut
have
up, Ray.
control over that. You have control over that. Don't sit here, you know what I'm saying, and then give life and strength to something that you have control over, that you consume, that you purchase, that you put to your mouth. Everybody, you can't sit there and say that it's a problem. Like, you can control that, but you choose
I
not
think
to.
y'all
for
need to be
whatever
talking
reason.
to each other on the phone about this.
Listen, Christine, I think you have a lot of anger in
Ray,
there.
you know what? You the motherfucker
This is good therapy right now. You keep this shit going.
First of all, listen.
Now he gotta bleed.
Listen, I'm in the bathroom.
Fuck you, Don.
I know you in the bathroom. Are you hiding from someone?
Yeah, my woman is in the next room.
You are 57 years old. You should be able to and then you should be in no bathroom. You a grown ass man. You stand on your shit, nigga.
That nigga said he in there hiding.
It's worth being with.
By the medicine cabinet.
We going viral tonight, y'all. We gonna get all the money.
Hold on, Don. I mean, for real, because with my nigga, I don't give a fuck. He can be on a podcast in a room with 10 bitches. I don't give a fuck, because I already know what I gives. I already know what I got. Because we all grown up in here. So for you to be 67 years old and have to be in the bathroom,
67 dollars.
Hold on, it was 57. Hold on.
I'm just saying, for him to be 77 and got to be in the bathroom with you sweating and shit, that's a problem, nigga. That's a problem.
No, it's not.
That's why your shit's so white. That's why your shit's so white. But that's because of you, because you are choosing to allow this shit, nigga.
Okay, Christina. We're gonna.
All I'm saying is that you shouldn't be in no bathroom at 87 years old. You should be in the bathroom.
Hold on. 57, 67, 87. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, which age is
you
he?
87. Okay, you 97. Okay, I'm 32. You 97. You should be in the bathroom.
All I gotta do is shave this gray hair off, and you think I was 27. So don't.
Bullshit, you would have to dye them eyebrows too. Come on now. Respectfully, because it's nothing but love. But respectfully, you can shave that beard, you still look 97. You know what? They got it right there at the store at Walmart, Fredmart, where you shop at. It's called a bearded eyebrow dye for men. Okay, you need to apply that shit 20 minutes each eyebrow. Boom. Then you might go back to being like 77.
77.
You know what? You know what? I understand that you just saying it's out of love, so I understand that.
I love it.
She look at-
They made a beautiful child together. These two, right?
Now, my son is fine as fuck.
Christina,
Fine as fuck.
Christina, I got
And
your
he's
phone.
smart as fuck.
Christina, I got your phone number. I will call you later.
Look, why you put shit on blast, nigga?
You telling all the
You-
business, nigga.
You put me on blast on national.
That's
TV.
your
No, I did
number
not. I
one
didn't. First of
cameo.
all,
We on live
came up
podcast.
here
We
respectfully-
on live podcast.
Respectfully,
Hold
when
on,
you
hold
came
on,
up
Keith
here, I
Baker.
didn't say, oh, BD.
Shout out, hold on.
and
I want to give
da-da-da-da-da.
hold on. I want to give a shout out to Keith Baker because he's in here on fire.
Hey,
He
Keith.
says,
Thank you
the
for
after
your
hours.
praise.
Where's the
Respect,
theme music?
follow.
The counseling
Okay,
on them.
capture and
Going
Jermaine.
in question mark, not 97 though.
Jermaine,
That's
Jermaine, you do counseling, right? And support. Can you help me, man?
I don't do it no more, man.
I got a plug for you. Tage. Tage, call me because
Listen, I gotta go to Guardian on MLK starting next Saturday.
Renaud, call me.
Okay.
Call me. I got.
You know,
I
I've been.
Listen, I didn't listen. No.
Ray.
On some real shit. Hold on.
Ray,
I've been
I've been depressed, man. I'm ashamed.
So Renaud,
I lost a lot of money. I lost my car.
But guess
I
what?
lost everything.
Guess what? You still got your job and you still alive.
You're
So
still
here's the
alive
thing.
today,
So
nigga.
I have
That ain't shit.
I got a plug for you though, bro. To where you can slide through the pause.
All right, I'm gonna
call you
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
Ray.
bro. I got a hookup for
I'm
you.
gonna call you tomorrow.
Whatever they got you doing right now, bro, you won't have to do, bro. I got you. To
I'm
where
gonna call you,
you'll be able
bro.
to spot you good.
And Christina, I know you only seen this out of love, so stop it.
Nigga, you stop it and button that shirt.
You not.
He said burn that shirt up because she getting hot, nigga. You fucking showing off your meat hairs.
That neckline looking a little stretched out.
I mean, have you seen that that t-shirt?
I heard that, Don.
You know that t-shirt commercial where he was trying to pull it all up and everything.
Hey, all right, ladies
Where
and
did it
gentlemen.
go? Where did it go? What are you showing us?
Listen.
What are you showing us right now? What are you showing us right now?
Listen. I was weighing in at 225 pounds. I'm 195 pounds now.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
soaking wet. What does that mean, though? I mean,
You gotta go shopping
I know
again.
a lot of fine niggas that's
Oh, I've been
200
shopping.
pounds
My
up.
lady shops for me, dresses me.
Okay.
You're what?
You're a Ken doll now.
You
I ain't ashamed of that of her.
It's okay. It's okay. Build a bear. I mean, we.
Nowadays, y'all revert backwards when you get older. I don't understand it. See,
Nigga, you hold on. We the same age. We the same age, nigga.
Oh, you 77 too?
Yeah, nigga. Let me tell you
No,
something, nigga. I look great, nigga. I'm in great shape,
mean,
nigga.
I don't look at you that way, Ray, but you look healthy.
You don't have to. I'm just saying.
You look healthy.
Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. I'll take that.
You know,
I'll take
and
that.
I mean that like in a nice. I'm not like
I know. I got you. Well, I'll take that. I'll take the positive.
Health is wealth.
Yes,
Health is wealth,
yes.
but also mental health is wealth too.
True.
Hold on, Christina still ain't shot them digits though. Keith Baker. That's what he said.
Digits what, nigga? What?
He said Christina still ain't shot them.
Christina ain't shooting them digits still. Hello. Moving on. So like I said, respectfully, thank you.
Hey, Keith's trying to shoot his shot right now.
Yeah, he is.
You know what? I really like a man that's
Salute to Keith though. He on the podcast, bro. He commenting and all that.
Remember at the graduation party?
He said, "Not a builder bear. Y'all doing the most." Hey, listen. I mean, Builder Bear, Ken doll, Builder Bear. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I did, but sometimes niggas need a little help with their style. Like my cousin Ricky. He watching the podcast right now. But he doing great right now. His style is getting better. But I'm telling you though,
everybody have their own style, and that's fine or whatever.
Nah, nigga, sometimes they style need to be worked on.
But you gotta, whatever it is, showing too much skin or not. If it's tasteful,
Bruno showing skin.
You gotta rock with confidence. You know what I'm saying? You can rock your niggas with fists on your chest if you're confident about it. And you're
I'm
proud
confident.
of it.
I have no.
Because a real woman can sniff out the weak and the non-confidence. And it don't smell good.
I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm just saying. Like real women. You know what I'm saying? Real women. About that shit.
First of all, my friend Olin told me to quit wearing t-shirts, so I'm wearing a tank top underneath.
That's right.
T-shirt right now, nigga.
No, Christina, he stepped it up because he was wearing t-shirt. He had crinkly t-shirts, and then he have his, and then he have his button up. His button, right? No. So his button up will be unbuttoned, and then you could see the crinkly t-shirt. And I kept telling nigga, why are you doing that?
Oh no, that's why you got.
And I was like,
t-shirts. I'm gonna give you guys some game for y'all men out there. Y'all need to either get your white tees from Nordstrom's Rack, Nordstrom brand, or Express. Okay, because
top to bottom.
Don't move.
Top to bottom.
The
Baby.
collars don't move.
I'm on the
Top to bottom, the collars are gonna move.
Hold on, he said, Keith said, hold on. He said, I'm pro. Ask Cuddy Dunn. Y'all just don't know. That's Keith Baker
Because
said,
I can hear.
I'm pro. Ask Cuddy Dunn. Y'all just don't know.
Oh, that's Keith. He was the birthday at the
He's upset because they asked me to get on the
that's the one that
podcast.
makes the bamboo cutting boards.
You busy while you get on it.
Hey, Cuddy. Hey, Renald, I know you gotta go. Renald, you gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
all right. Hey, thanks for tapping in, bro. I'll holler at you tomorrow for sure. All right. He told that nigga he was busy, nigga. You busy, nigga.
Hey, ready to go down.
Fuck
He's about to get his ass whooped tonight.
Hey, call that nigga back. Call that nigga back.
That's a bad one.
Hey, listen.
Hey, y'all should be laughing at him.
Going down tonight.
No, hey, listen.
I'm not laughing.
You tell them motherfuckers that you busy, nigga. You tell that nigga.
Hey,
tell them motherfuckers you busy.
Nigga, she about to catch a domestic charge tonight. Nigga, she looked like she said, "Yeah, that nigga gotta go."
She was on the side and she was like, "The fuck, nigga." I was like,
Yeah, she said, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah, that nigga gotta go right now, nigga. Like, get off the phone,
I wish
nigga."
a nigga would.
But at least he tapped in, though.
This is a topic that I want to say too. See, all you women out there, you know, talking about, oh, I want a good man, but then you want to sit there and be his fucking mama and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to demasculize the motherfucker in public. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't say that shit? Because I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so how you expect a man to step up and be a man if you want to always demasculize him and show him that your nuts is bigger, bitch?
Period.
I don't understand that shit. A woman need to stay and being a woman or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being submissive. But I ain't being submissive to no weak ass motherfucker either.
Okay.
But, so, you know, it's a delicate dance that these motherfuckers don't know how to do. And that's why they end up being in the bathroom and shit on the phone. And getting dressed by that bitch.
Hey, Christina, so you basically saying the nigga gonna have to crack a bitch every now and then.
No, I do not promote violence. I don't. I've never, ever promoted violence. I've never been a violent person in my life.
Lies. What can proceed?
Excuse me? Lies have not been detected. So what I'm saying is, no, but there is that's why you're a man. That's why we are women. You know what I'm saying? So a man has a role and a woman has a role or whatever. And so when a man gets with a woman and it makes you revert to being 5, that's a problem. I don't want no 5-year-old that got a job. The fuck?
Damn.
A 5-year-old that has a job.
I mean, this has been probably one of the most intriguing podcasts I've ever done. And I'm gonna say that because I had a list of topics to talk about, and then we talked about Kamala, and we didn't even touch any of the topics, right? But we ran this whole
they didn't
show.
Want to talk about the gruesome shit anyway.
It didn't matter. I know that's what I'm saying, Don. It was like this was organic. This was awesome. This is dope shit ever.
I do that.
No, Christina, I'm gonna say thank you for
them little boys out there that want to wear their shirt unbuttoned and you got nothing to show. Okay, but no, I'm just playing. But you know.
Hold on. Keith Baker says, "Not the mama, Chris. How do I record this shit? You violent. She's standing on business."
I'll give permission to be recorded.
It's already on YouTube.
Oh, so listen.
You can go back.
Hey, so I'm gonna tell you. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and listen. You can go ahead and rip this video and share it to all your friends and shit. This shit high powered though.
Already tap the screen, share this motherfucking live, and be a subscriber, nigga.
Thank you. There you go. Right on. Fuck with us, bro. And you want the link? You can hop on too. If you want the link, you can hop on.
Content. And I'm also giving you free game. Where's your pen and paper? Get it out. Take notes. Get it out.
Hey, listen.
Get it out. Take notes.
Hey,
so
man, listen. This is the dopest shit ever.
He already living his best life.
So you can be the best man you can be. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm just saying respectfully. Niggas out here trying to throw out my business and shit. The fuck wrong with these motherfuckers?
Dr. Rain, have you been?
Oh, this is good.
You can thank me later for your pure entertainment. I brought her in.
Is that my grandbaby? Where's she at?
We just put her out.
What? The baby, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna come see her tomorrow. I'm coming to see her tomorrow in the morning. Will she be there?
Yes, she'll be here. She ain't going nowhere.
Okay. No, I'm just saying. I want to come see
What
her.
you got going on over here tomorrow?
See me tomorrow at Cuddy Don's. Love you too. Damn it.
Oh, she said.
Right on. Salute to Keith Baker. Right on for popping in and popping up to the show. I appreciate you engaging with us tonight.
Made my night easy.
This was some dope shit though, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't get to touch on the topics that I wanted to touch on.
Okay, so what topic did you want to touch on?
We can save it for another.
We can do the backstage thing because I don't want to. I want to talk freely. I want to talk freely. No, the world will know. I record those sessions behind stage, so we'll be able to do that. But I'm going to say that we're going to end the podcast, but we will stay
How
online.
long you been on this motherfucker?
2 hours and 30 minutes. We're
How
over.
long do you normally be on this? An hour.
Real dope session, right on. We've been on since 8 o'clock. We go on to 8 o'clock every
how long
Friday.
do you normally do it?
2 hours. But because you came on, you lit this motherfucker up, so we gonna keep on because we going viral tonight. But I'm saying that we're gonna be backstage. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us on the PDXDOPE Live podcast. Shout out to my sister, from another
motherfucking mister.
Motherfucking right. Christina is in the building. Ticarelli is in the building. She's worked with me. That's my friend. Love you to death. Thank you for joining us. You brought life to this shit. Miss Clarice, Ivory Mays, my man Jermaine Mason, Marcus Ofer, Patty LaBelle, PDXDOPE Live podcast. We bringing you that shit though. It gets serious sometimes.
Real
but
talk,
guess
the
what?
studio should be set up at Petty's house because she ends up having all the traffic at her crib.
Well, listen, we're gonna do a live show.
Act all sleepy and shit.
We're gonna do a live show. I know, but we're gonna do a live show though. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna do a live show in studio with everybody live, and I ain't gonna be able to cut people off and mute niggas. It's gonna be some wild shit. That's gonna be wild. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the PDXDOPE Live podcast.
Yeah.
Pay attention because we're gonna be backstage. This never ends. But we'll be backstage talking our shit. There it is. And we're gonna have clips of the backstage, that's exclusive. But check those out on the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of y'all.
Do it now, y'all. Do it now.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for joining. Shut up. Thank you for joining the show, PDXDOPE Live podcast. And we out this motherfucker, y'all.
I believe
supposed to die tonight. Niggas still put it.
Good show, y'all. Thank y'all. PDX Dope. We out this.
Bye.
Hey.